Greetings! Once more you join me. Well, out of the frying pan and into the depths of the fire, our pirate crew has managed to take care of problems in Hell's Harbor. But it's only the beginning. Dagon's jaws cost to them. A dangerous place, known for terrible shores and cliffs, where there's one way to enter, and that's shooting the jaws in between them. It's also good to escape your enemies. But either way, even one of the greatest sailors in the world would have difficulty. But fortunately, they have such one in our pirate crew. Does this mean that they'll be able to navigate the jaws, find who they're looking for, and get out? Or will the dangers that are there strike them home? And finally, prove a little hubris in them. Hard to say. But for now, sit down, enjoy a drink. My tales continue as we dive deep into the next chapter here, into the jaws of Dagon. Boop, boop. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Buccaneers of the Shackled Sea. Greetings to you all out there. Are you ready for adventure? I don't hear excitement from you people.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
My
Yar! D&D, we don't like cheer at the beginning. You don't go, are you ready?
Come on! Yar! I need a yar.
I
It's
just
like
had
the
to.
SpongeBob theme song.
Yeah, are you ready, kids?
I just had to log in to Roll20 on Firefox because my character sheet wouldn't.
Are we
load.
unmuted, Chad?
Anyways,
Chrome.
Chad, are we unmuted? You better check.
you are
I-
unmuted. Unless there's something broken on Twitch.
I haven't checked the
Yeah,
audio yet.
yeah.
I was just
According to OBS, you are working.
No, we're good. I can hear us.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
OBS says that's true. But again, like, with things that happen
OBS
sometimes...
is a lying whore.
Twitch is a lying whore. I was, I think it was Tuesday. I was just sitting around, I was doing some work, and, I had, like, a stream on, and I went to, see if anybody else was on, because I was like, oh, I'll switch streams. I couldn't. Everything broke except for the actual stream. So if I was at a site where, like, someone was streaming, I'm like, well, I guess I'm watching this the rest of the way. I was going to switch gears to something, a little different, but guess I'm continuing to watch this person. Anyway, get your shit together, Twitch. Come on. Anyway.
Nah, Twitch is just a small indie company. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They don't have the massive
They
power.
don't have the backing of Jeff Bezos or anything.
Anyway. Yes?
There used to be.
Uh-huh.
Last time I was on Discord, there was options to have like little emotes here in the top left corner, like on Zoom on the cameras, but I can't find it now.
You may have removed that.
It might have
Why?
broken
It
everything.
was so fun.
May
I don't remember that.
I could
don't know,
spam
man.
emotes. It was so good. It would like appear over the whole thing. Damn, I was gonna like put Pepe's in.
You can just do that in, like, Twitch chat, man.
Yeah.
Pop out Twitch chat and just
Pepe
do
and
that.
Twitch chat.
My internet sucks, dude. I can't load up Twitch.
Hold on, do I have any
It'll-
Pepes? I don't think I have any Pepes.
Isn't there, like, universal Pepes or something?
Pepe is universal.
Do I have better?
It might be because we're in a group chat and not like a Discord server.
True.
But, yeah, last week, team finished up at Hell Harbor. You after faking some people's death, you, gave, a man who's not a dwarf and kind of looks like one, he
You
did,
really fucking look like a dwarf, dude.
the image just makes,
You really look like a dwarf.
I did have to
Yeah.
double take it when I, like, looked at him and it said human. I'm like, wait, what? Okay, it's like,
Are you sure?
are you
I think he had some dwarven ancestry.
I think he's just a big man that has a really big beard, bushy beard. And then when the headshot just looks like a dwarven headshot,
He's a quarter dwarf.
Anyway, he lost
must
he
be
lost 3 fingers and a tongue on each.
Yeah,
3
he
fingers
was like
on each
horrifically tortured or something. That's not my problem.
hand. Yeah.
I may have recommended the horrific torture,
Yeah.
but
Hey, Revia was sick with a disease that was uncured.
Yeah, Revia was just
No. We
Just
figured it
really
out.
good.
We figured it out is too much random turtle meat from
Yeah.
Quentin.
Yeah, we didn't hire a
Yeah,
cook.
I'm actually Revia's allergic to turtles.
Yeah,
He developed that allergy.
We realized we forgot to hire a cook for money sessions.
So you only
No,
had
I
Quentin.
hired a cook. I paid for it.
Well, we have a second cook now.
It was like a level 5 expert cook I paid for.
Okay, I can't remember that, but
It was a level 5 expert cook. I'm telling you.
I
Okay, it wasn't on the
accept
spreadsheet.
You found the cook at a
So.
shitty.
I paid him for like a year and a half with hazard pay.
this. Okay, make sure if it wasn't on the spreadsheet, we didn't notice it.
It is on the spreadsheet.
All right, then no one noticed. I didn't check the spreadsheet. I relied on everyone else.
When I'm here, everything falls apart.
Why?
Spreadsheet?
God. Why does it say hidden kisses near Quent?
Oh, that's the temple.
Oh, that's right.
No, it's the prostitute church.
I forgot that's what it was called, so I was
The
just
Church
like,
of the Hidden Kisses or whatever.
yeah.
What spreadsheet?
Temple of Hidden Names over here. It's a very
Oh.
unimportant spreadsheet.
It's the ship spreadsheet that I maintain, so we have it.
There is an actual link. I think that is pinned.
It
It's pinned, but
technically
there
is helpful,
is a good.
but we don't do ship combat, so it's less helpful.
I keep track of it, so I've updated it every
It's
single
there
time.
just in case I really feel like
Anyway,
bringing about that
in the-
darkness upon us all.
in the cook spot, you can see NPC paid a lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see it.
Okay. The NPC was sick with something, so Quentin took over, and he could only cook turtles that was causing issues.
Yeah, Quentin has a negative something fucking cooking skill, so
He can kill some turtles. And
Wisdom's a negative one, I
them.
guess.
He can cook some turtles. Anyway.
Put it over fire, but he just seared it, so it was raw in the
yeah,
center.
it's still fucking raw turtle.
I don't know if you can eat raw turtle, but
It
I
was
imagine
black
It's
and
not
probably
good.
No.
No.
It was black and blue turtle.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
God.
do not want to eat raw turtle.
Typically, you shouldn't consume raw meat
Yeah, in general.
outside of certain types.
Though I don't know about
really-
sea turtle in comparison to land turtles. I know land
I feel
turtles.
like you can't eat an uncooked sea turtle.
Yeah.
I feel like very few things you can eat close to raw. Like you can barely eat beef close to raw.
Yes.
I mean, even a lot of fishes and stuff, they do treatments and stuff to them before serving them raw. Yeah. Anyway,
It's like
God, I love sashimi.
gross. Anyways,
so the plan was you dropped off two nice ladies who were going to leave the shackles into Quent, and they were like, thank you for getting us out of our old lives. We're totally not the people that are now dead. We're leaving this place. Good luck with your vengeance against the people that were kind of screwing us over a little bit and not, forcing us into jobs that we didn't want. One of them a job they didn't want. The other one, her skin's translucent. She doesn't really have much choice in jobs.
yeah, she's fucked.
She was
for the rest
screwed
of
by
her
life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens when your dad's a demon.
I mean, Ancestor's a demon, thank you. It's from a long line of family members that have all had translucent skin.
You're not helping.
They're all probably horribly abused by the Chelix government.
Most likely.
Yeah, because they're demons or
That
demons.
Anyway, and so you headed to Dagon's Jaws afterwards, with a couple places to stop afterwards, but we'll worry about them after.
Yeah.
So, you did manage to gain a map of Dagon's Jaws, which I'm going to throw all of you over to. It has been revealed.
Whoa!
It's just this map in the corner. So I will shift ping everybody up here. Woo! So,
This line like the entrance.
no, this is... Okay, so, I will tell you some things about Dagon's Jaws to as a reminder. All of these shores around here are very hard to reach, because of a lot of shoals, atolls. A ship of your size, even with your navigational skill, probably couldn't get close to any of these shores. You would be able to recognize, your ship's too big. And even a
that's
small
part of
ship...
skill.
Yeah, a small ship. These are cliff faces. Sheer, difficult, windswept cliff faces that are covered in, sharp rocks. Even a small boat would have hard time getting close to there because of the waves and stuff. you could probably fly from a good distance, but again, that's time consuming and stuff, and you're using magic for a while to fly in across all the shoals and stuff. So that's why people don't go to these islands very much. And the most dangerous thing is shooting the gap. The reason why people sometimes try this is because of the area with all these shoals, atolls, corals, and stuff. Hey, if you successfully shoot that gap, you've cut off like half a day's time that you're beating anybody that has to go around this area. So it's a way to get away from your enemies. But not many people ever survive it.
Yeah.
So these are very old maps of the islands. This was an ancient trail, from some people that tried to settle here at one time. Probably like, the settlers, because they couldn't get supplies, they have eventually left. The map is all that's left over. That's the story, They try to forge these trails. The trails might exist in some form. They might not. There are 2 islands. The west one is the Big Jaw. The east one is the Little Jaw. If you want to know, this island, Jungle Rich, this one is rocky with scrub grass and like no trees and stuff. So this is the bad living place if you wanted to try to live there. This is the one that people might be able to live on because there's like water probably, but it's still kind of vegetation. This one, it has vegetation of some kind.
Practically speaking.
Think of like one of the Galapagos Islands where it's got like scrub and probably birds and turtles.
What about bird turtles?
More turtles for the soup.
The cliffs that surround the island, 50 feet tall.
Nice.
So they are tall cliffs, again, sheer, huge, deadly waves that are crashing against the shores from various directions coming on the sides. There is a peak area on this that's a kind of like not quite a mountain, but a large hill that splits out of this one. And this one is relatively flat, this island, I will tell you. So basically it doesn't get much higher than the cliff sides of it. Yep.
Well, which island do we want to go to?
I will tell you.
And the dude...
There is a penalty to profession sailor to being anywhere within a mile of any of these islands.
And the dude's on this island?
Yes.
The guy went into this area and never returned.
She's probably here or dead. So 2 options.
Or he could just be hanging out between the jaws.
Or he
In
left
his
and
ship.
fucked off somewhere else.
But it was known that he disappeared running from Harrigan's forces in this area. And Harrigan was like, you're dead. Not following you.
Safe bet he's in this area somewhere.
Yeah, and shooting the jaw gap in our case is not very useful, right?
No, we don't really want to go through it.
Well, he's probably on the bigger island.
I would be the easier one to live on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shooting the gap in a small vessel is possible, but remember, it's probably a little less maneuverable and probably relies on muscle power a lot more to make sure. AKA, if you want to park your ship far enough away and then just take like a rowboat or something, or don't you have like little sloops that are like small sailing vessels?
Not on.
They're like
We
one
only have
sails.
rowboats.
Yes.
We have boat ship.
We have sloops.
Yeah, you have
Or
sloops.
whatever. They got a sail.
Yeah. They're not huge, but they're the one sail. Like they're a step up from rowboat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's about the best I can tell you about all of these things, just for some basic information. So, the only known beach that is accessible is, of course, this area here. The old texts from the colony that once was here. Because I guess this is like some like old Shackles information that I was like, when you found the map, the person was able to tell you about a little bit about it. There's a beach there. Again, it would probably be easiest to try to start shooting the gap from the north, heading south, if you're going to do that. But I think the currents, I'd have to check the. Let me check the Shackles map to see how the currents will be going.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that.
I'm gonna try to figure that out.
Because fighting currents would be harder.
Yes. I think the currents had south-north.
So you actually would want to approach from the bottom.
Yes, it's the longer way around. Yeah, because I'm just making sure. Scrags would have been fleeing from the south to reach this spot. Where he escaped from Harrigan.
So we take our boat ship, whatever we have, and we're just gonna shoot it and try to land onto that shore.
What's our backup plan?
Well, I think most of us wouldn't struggle. We have enough resources where we wouldn't actually be at risk of dying if we crash.
It's more the being stranded part.
I mean, I think we have enough magic to not worry about being. At worst case, Jacub can just take a bunch of flies and just fly himself to the ship.
Yeah, no, you know.
And then, right, at worst case, that happens, right? We can bring Yaalkol's breastplate of water walking, right? And he could just walk to the ship.
Yeah.
We
got options.
I'm not highly concerned about us actually having any risk of being stranded on our level and our resources.
Only thing useful I have is my artificial gills.
That's
yeah,
pretty
but
useful.
swimming is probably the worst option.
Yeah.
Unless you have a swim speed.
No, I do not.
But you won't drown.
You won't drown. But
So then, so the south is a little easier to come by.
Because
Did you want
because it goes south to north for the current.
Yeah, we'd be going with the current, which is a lot easier.
yeah, we should prepare spells that may assist in this navigation. To gust of wind might actually be useful here to push our ship in directions as necessary. I think you have that spell, Jacub.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of spells I have. I'm not sure there's anything that I haven't.
Literally nothing that can help the Navy.
Yeah.
I'm an Inquisitor.
Yeah, I'm checking my spell list.
Yeah, I'm looking at my spell list. It's just
Yeah,
the same.
we all-
Yeah,
cool
your spell list is really, really good.
Yeah.
It says Smash. So if you guys have something that solves, then let me know.
No, I don't think we should smash our ship.
I mean,
I'll be
I
honest.
have a ball of gun, so
We have a scroll of control water. How big of a space is it?
it's
Probably, I think it's either a 5 or 10 foot cube.
Okay, so
I'm
it's
gonna look
not
it up.
that.
I don't remember.
I know
We
it's not
have
a huge amount.
a wand of make whole, so we can use that to prepare the ship on the go if things go horribly.
It's a 10-foot volume,
Okay,
so
not.
not super useful.
That's
but-
Here, I will prepare, instead of some of my combat spells, defensive spells, I will prepare a water breathing
Okay.
and a water walk. I think are both communal. Yeah, they're both creatures touch level.
We
I'll
also have
prepare
some
just the weight.
elixirs of swimming.
Yeah, but they only give you a +8 or something to your swim checks. Which, and honestly, do we have a scale for how big this island is?
Pretty big.
I will tell you, I do not have a direct scale of it, unfortunately.
Okay, but if say wherever our ship is parked, you said a mile. Say our ship's parked a mile away, which is pretty far.
Yeah.
Water walking is 10 minutes per level. Is it divided among the users?
We also have the fan feather token.
That makes a bird that you can ride, right?
No.
That's a message.
No, fan feather token forms a huge flapping fan, causing a breeze of sufficient strength to propel a ship
It's
about
gust of
25 miles an hour. Yeah.
Yes, that's the wind.
Okay, we can also, I think one water walking can get us there. We want to just walk.
Again, like, you
Might
would
as well
still
take
have
the
to
ship.
walk on difficult waves. I think, like, it's sort of like,
it could be difficult terrain.
yeah.
Yeah, and also we don't know
If
how
you guys only
far
bar-
that really is.
Yeah, and also, like, I think water walking, you still would be carried if the water's moving, and, like, in the center of, like, the gap is probably pretty fast current going in between.
Yeah.
Like, if you see this area is a little off to the side, this is probably relatively safe over here by the beach, hence why there's a beach there, you know? It's kind of a little sheltered, a little off from the beaten path of the currents. So once you get there, you're probably fine. You probably have to deal with currents before then.
I think
I'm not sure. I'm not sure you're actually pushed with the water. I by the spell description, but if that's how you want to say it is.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Well, it says it's as if it's a firm ground.
Yeah.
So that implies to me that I could just you could just stand.
If you guys let me borrow the little telescope thing, of scrying, I can try to scout a nice area of shore and teleport to it and study it for a little.
I think we should just try to sleep.
Do the
Because why not?
simplest of both.
Yeah, I'll have these spells ready, so if things go bad, I can cast them on.
Yeah, it's a boat campaign. We should probably use a boat.
Yeah, well, I mean, water walking is fun too. But yeah, I'm cool if I just go in for it. And if things go poorly, I can cast my spells.
We've got backup.
You know?
Right? We've got spells to fuck off.
I have the spells ready to get us across if necessary. So let's just go.
I mean,
What is the worst that could
technically,
happen?
yes, the current wouldn't drag you because you actually hover 2 inches above the ground.
Yeah.
And it says even quicksand, running water, ice. Lava.
I think waves might affect you because they are like humps that you'd be floating above.
I would agree they might mess with you a bit, but I
I'd
don't
say
think,
maybe it would be difficult terrain.
Yeah, it would take you longer to traverse it. Definitely, I completely agree on that.
Okay.
I just don't think you would get pushed around.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's go, boat it. Let's go.
All right, I need a profession sailor
I made my
check.
character. Yeah. All right. Can I get help?
If you want, I can
Hold on.
use the scroll of control water to kind of help you out, make
No,
it less
it's
challenging.
not enough
Roll
water.
my sailing check to help.
Thank
That's
you.
okay.
Appreciate
I have. I couldn't fail it. I just rolled it.
I have a 10, so I automatically help.
So you get a +4.
Get a +4. I don't get any of the bonuses labeled on this otherwise because those only apply to the big ship.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm rolling with this. This is I rolled a natural 1.
Nice.
Only I could do this. Only me.
Does that include the +4 or not the +4?
It does. It does include the +4.
All right.
37 with a nat 1.
Okay.
Fuck it. We're dead.
All right.
We're fine.
Let me figure out what
Handle it.
happens.
That's at least nat 1s aren't failures by default.
This is very true. I have to
I
do
don't know
some
if a
math
33
and
is
figure
enough.
out. You have a penalty to your check
Yeah.
still.
That's what I figured. Probably
Wait, did you say
minus
that
10.
Was that with the +4 or without?
That's with the +4.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
Yeah.
without.
I'm fairly certain.
Only I could
Yeah.
be this unlucky.
Okay. So the very good news is, you don't run aground into shallow reefs and stuff, as like the waves can kind of dip up and down in waves and stuff. You manage to your best to avoid those. But the problem is, you are not only going to shoot the gap, you are going to miss it. Meaning, you are somewhere out to the north.
That's really bad.
Well,
Like really
know
bad.
Okay, so I forgot if Crystal Insight gives
Can we
you
still see
advantage.
the island?
Oh yeah, no. You just couldn't get out of the current You managed to avoid the rocks. Only by the assistance of people that helped you, I will tell you.
Maybe I get maybe I'm still a little queasy after the turtles.
Probably the damn turtle.
Yeah, with Misty and Chester's help, you don't hit ground your ship on there.
We could take enough time and just try again tomorrow. Is that like a waitable event?
You can sail around. Yeah. Your ship is a sailing ship. You can sail around the island and get to your ship.
We just sail back around and we'll try again tomorrow.
Pretty impressive that we did. We ran the gap. We can say we've done that.
It's a test run. That was a test run.
Hey,
that was a test run, guys.
Most people don't do.
Look, I'm gonna also tell you there was a penalty to that roll. You got the bonuses, and I reduced the difficulty because your boat's a little smaller. Honestly, that does help.
We try again tomorrow.
A single-mast sailing ship, you can run the gap pretty easily with it. Anyway, next day you go back to your ship. Everybody's like, "How'd the island go?" And you're like, "Don't ask."
Scouting mission.
Revia, how'd the island go?
Quentin snuck turtle into my meal again.
We shot the rapids. We got to the other side. Unfortunately, that's not what we wanted to do.
I'm better. All right, we try again.
Revia,
get my aid.
There's some assistances,
Well, I give him. I have a 10, so I don't have to.
I can't roll below a 10.
Okay.
Revia, I'm gonna cast Bestow Insight on you. It makes you train, which you already are, but gives you a +4 insight bonus, and also lets you roll 2 checks and take the greater result.
How long does that last?
1 minute per level, which would be 11 minutes, but I can make it 16 minutes.
Would that be enough time to count?
You know what? I don't gotta worry about this. I can give myself advantage once per week, so I'll just do that. Okay.
Okay.
With this, I can give myself advantage once per week. No, wait, is that the one that lets me do it? Yeah.
It's a pretty good trade.
No, that's not the one. It's this one. It's the Besmara trade. This one.
That.
Some words in this mess. You gain a +1, and then once per week you can reroll a professional sailing check.
Take the higher the results, yeah.
You must announce before the check results.
Okay. Well,
so you're getting +5 then.
You can't roll worse.
So
you can choose to use that after you've rolled, though.
No, I have to choose before.
Does it say?
You must announce that you're using this ability before the result of the check or not.
When it says result of the check, it
result. So
it means you can have rolled, but before I tell you.
I have always misread that one.
Yeah, but you still have to tell me, so I make sure to take a pause before you do that. Yeah.
All right.
So you're like,
so I'm gonna roll.
Considering using this. Okay, roll.
So I'm rolling. The 4 for my allies.
Yep.
I can't roll another one. I rolled a 2. I'm re-rolling.
Okay, I was gonna ask if you would.
Oh God!
I can't. This is unbelievable.
Well, you're getting also another +1 there from the.
No.
Is it?
Already added in.
Already
added in.
Straight to always. That's unbelievable. Only me, only I.
That's pretty believable.
My average profession sailing check is below 5.
Oh.
This is why I need such a large number.
Try it again, day 3.
Twice taking it better would have been awesome.
Go back, day 3.
Maybe we should be allowed to take 20 on this, Tantus, so we don't sit here for an hour.
I'll let you take a 10. I'll let you take the 10.
Because we've done it already twice.
Oh
I
yeah,
know this.
You've done it twice. I'll let you take the 10.
Revia
I'm going to tell you, if you take the 10, you'll just make it.
Yeah.
Yes.
The 36 was surprisingly close to the necessary DC.
This is unbelievable. I'm going to roll again.
That's amazing.
Wow.
This is ridiculous. I can't.
Wait, do it one more time. The advantage. Let's see what would have been. Okay, that would have been fine.
It's a 10. I rolled a 10, guys. It's happened.
You're fine. I'm the third.
1/10 the rest of this campaign.
Revia has accomplished something that almost no one can.
She's ran this
she's
cap
done it
so many times,
and she's mad. She's just like, I want to fail. I want to just crash the ship into the coast.
Well, you're an expert at shooting shooting the gap there.
Hey,
I think I'm the only one in the world that can say this.
Only one skilled enough to do this now.
Mm-hmm. So, the waves in this area have gnawed great chunks of earth from the edge of the shoreline along this rocky beach. From the water, the land slopes up gradually into a series of rocky escarpments. Beyond, the terrain continues to ascend through the tangles of dense brush towards a high point in the island. A game trail leads into the jungle from the beach itself, while fragments of what appears to have been a ship's longboat lie strewn along the rocks of the shore. I can actually move you. I will move you. Come on. I can just reuse this map because it's got a boat on it.
Shit, it's got a crushed boat over there.
It's got crushed boats and an actual working boat. I can reuse this map.
Bam.
It looks like he made it.
Yes.
Proud of you.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Again, you don't know how long that longboat would have been here. The one that's crashed up on the shore and destroyed.
I'm just guessing.
We'll go investigate that longboat.
All right. The longboat itself does not have. Again, it's the wreckage of it. It's just strewn, destroyed. But as you kind of like take a look around, you will find some planks near the shore. One of which the plank bears the name Devilous Duchess.
That's the dude's ship, right?
That is indeed the dude's ship.
Okay.
You can also see there seems to be a trail that leads up the rocky slope into the jungle. And very obvious, let's see here. Let me check your character sheet for something. Let me just see something on you, because it's specifically you were looking at this area, and that might be helpful before I tell you this here.
I'd follow and look around too.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Roll a d20 for me, Misty. Just let's see what you get.
D20. That's 3.
Okay. Alright. If you're looking to Chester, you can also... Let me check your character sheet for something. As you roll a d20.
How the fuck take?
Oh,
Nice.
God!
Alright, well,
We find nothing.
Can we just stop?
Let's go home, guys.
Alright. The one thing that you will both notice is in the kind of gentle waves out kind of where this ship comes in, you will see what appears to be half a dozen sodden corpses bobbing face down in the waves.
Do we want to pull them ashore and see if he's one of them?
Do we know what he looks like?
You have maybe a rough description?
I will pull out the tar glass and just kind of look at him. I can fucking clairvoyance the area.
Okay. They look like corpses.
How fresh do they look?
They haven't
You
been
need to
eaten
roll
by
that-
anything.
that heal.
Roll me a heal, and then roll me a nature check. I want both of
I have
those.
something to help this. Let me check. Nope, I don't. Okay. Heal and then nature.
Yeah.
Oh, my heal's not great. Roll pretty decently.
Okay.
Nice.
Honestly, these bodies seem like they've been here for a while. It's kind of hard to tell exactly how long, unfortunately, just because they're in the water. And give me the nature check.
Oh, this is gonna be a 16.
You think about it, and you're like, small things could be picking at them, but nothing large seems to have gotten to these bodies, which is maybe not 100% unusual. Like, this little cove here isn't too big. You're guessing maybe larger fish and stuff just don't have real access to here. So, certainly the corpses are being picked apart by, like, small fish and crabs and stuff. But, like, you're 100% unsure how long. If this has remained relatively sheltered, with the status of bodies and the status of the water, maybe a month or two old.
How far out are they?
Not far. They're like kind of like around like here, this area here. So like a little away from where you came ashore, kind of where there's like this little bit of deeper water. They're kind of like in a little pocket where like the waves don't quite like just move them back and forth, so they don't actually come to shore.
I'll grab them.
Yeah, I'll help.
Okay.
I have a swim speed, so I don't even need to make checks, I think.
Alright, I'm going to position you here. I'm going to position Chester here.
I'm ready to get attacked by zombies.
I'm going to position this here.
We walk on shore.
And
Yep, as a zombie.
it's not a zombie. And this is
Probably
here.
like a...
Actually, really hard to tell what those are.
I'll show you a picture of one in a second.
Uh-oh.
Undead, like, are they ghoul? Like, water ghouls?
That is, in fact, indeed what they are. They are Lacedons.
Oh, we fought these things before.
Good guess. We fought those in the first dungeon.
There you go.
We fought them in the first dungeon.
It's
Well,
cool.
they were kind of chained up. We didn't really fight them.
Yeah,
we
there's
just
one chained up.
That's not good for me.
That's wait.
We're fine. I mean, all your damage is...
We fought worse things
I
than
have
that.
a swim of 8.
Well, also, undead don't take precision damage. So,
Yeah, I know.
the level to damage is gone.
There's a Yaalkol Myste.
Let me do that.
If you touch me, I can Dimension Door us out of here.
All right. Zoom in a little bit so we can get everybody. That gets the side. That's missing, but that doesn't need to be here.
25 for the bad roll for me.
Let me pop this out.
Oh yeah.
God, your initiative is insane.
Yes.
To get your
29!
level to initiative?
I get my wisdom too. And I also have the initiative feat.
Oh.
And I get
Okay.
gunslinger bonuses to it.
I rolled a nat 1 followed by a nat 20.
Hey. Hey. And then Jacob falls at by a nat 1.
Actually,
Hey, dice god.
I actually don't have the initiative feat. My initiative could be higher.
I'm not really worried about this fight. I think we're fine.
Okay.
I'm slightly worried because I don't swim as well.
Yeah, but I mean, they can't have. I mean, if there's this many, then they can't have that high.
All right, Chester, you're kind of wading into the water, and this thing. Oh, I guess these two in the front get surprises. So what's your
That's
Chester
fair.
and you both have flat-footed. They'll
22.
try to bite you.
15 flat-footed.
Okay. So Chester, and Revia. Revia's missed, but Chester, you are bitten, and I will need 2. Count them
God.
2 fortitude saves.
Don't get
Yep.
paralyzed. That's pretty bad. I don't have a removed paralysis.
Let me check something real quick.
Forgot to write down the DCs, but luckily I can check them very quickly because they're exactly the same as a normal ghouls. They're just aquatic.
Well, I am going to add my charmed life to these just to make sure I'm okay. So I get an additional +4 to these.
Okay.
Let me just. Okay. So now it's added in.
Okay.
Oh!
Well,
God, bro, that's the paralysis one, dog. That's
that is the
bad.
paralysis one. Well, you are in fact paralyzed.
Do you need to breathe with your lungs?
I did bring my
How do
artificial gills with me.
they just activate automatically, so you're not
Yeah,
gonna drown?
Artificial gills have a pump to them. Must be regular. No, because I actually have to pre-hand do it. So
Okay,
no.
well, so you're gonna start drowning soon. I
So-
got you, buddy. Don't
Yeah,
worry about
so Chester, you're paralyzed. Not going to worry about what you're doing there for a moment. Your paralysis will last. I can look that up. Where is it? Not in here. I've got to open up the PSFR D20 because of course your doesn't have it in the site because they're nice
Move
enough.
paralysis is scary, dude.
It's only for rounds, fortunately.
I mean,
that's all it needs to be in water, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah. So +1 to this. 2 rounds.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, 2 rounds.
I can.
You're
fine.
probably not drown in 2 rounds.
No, I mean, I'm gonna just take him to land.
Yeah. Anyway, Misty. They will have some cover from being partially in the water, but they are there, and they're like, attacking your friends. The corpses have started to move.
Oh, it's always sucking something with you people. Yeah, I'll take my shots, yeah.
Okay.
Musket, blammo. That's not one, but my gun does not explode. I just lose a grid.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
And the second shot would also hit, right?
Yes.
Let me just check.
25
versus touch, even with cover, is plenty enough. Which one were you fighting?
So it went this one and then this one. So this one's been hit.
So this one's been hit, and you will do. You're gonna bane it, okay?
Sorry, I baned it.
All right. Certainly with bane damage, I'm gonna have to kill it. Let's just make a note here.
That is my turn.
Okay. Revia.
Yeah, Oh, can you break up your move in Pathfinder?
Yes and no, depends on what you're doing. Like, you couldn't
Can
break
I
it
move
between...
swift action then move?
I'd say yes on that one.
Okay. So I move, I touch Chester.
Uh-huh.
I activate my Ring of the Sea Strider.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as I'm in contact with water, I can Dimension Door.
Mm-hmm.
So I Dimension Door me and Chester onto, like, right at the edge of the water.
Mm. You have a swim speed, right?
Do you have a swim speed?
So you can theoretically do this because you can use your 5 feet of swim. Because you have a swim speed, you can make a 5-foot step underwater or in water. You can't do any other actual form of movements, but you can do a move equivalent action, which is Dimension Door. So swift action, Dimension Door, and it all fits. Okay.
So I can't just move 5 feet, Dimension Door, and then move again?
No, because Dimension Door takes up your move.
Well, it's as
Doesn't
a
it?
swift action.
Oh, Dimension Door might be standard.
No. You're thinking of Dimensional Slide.
It's as Dimension Door, right?
Maybe, I don't know. I didn't consider that.
It is a standard action, though.
Well, the ring lets me use it as a swift action. So I have to be
yes.
continuous water.
If you're in water, swift action. Yeah.
Right? That should be good.
I don't... This is a weird one. I don't know if you can, like, do that to move back at it, because even if you use this swift action for it. I don't know. That's a tough one.
Whatever you want to do.
Let me think for a second here. What do I want to do?
Well, like, you can move after Dimension Dooring, right?
I think you can. There was another spell you couldn't move. I think I was looking it up and it looks like you can. Let me just check.
Old Dimension Door in, like, older editions have you reel afterward, but that's not in Pathfinder.
Yeah, I don't think it's in I think you are correct that it is not in Pathfinder, the reeling of it.
I think I should just...
Tantus, quick correction.
Oh, no, after using the spell, you can't take any other actions until your next turn.
where does it say that?
It's the second line of it, actually.
Yeah.
Let me check it.
Tantus.
Oh, okay.
Quick correction on my turn. Remove the damage from the second shot. I lose it because it misfired.
Oh, okay. Then it wouldn't be dead at all.
Okay. Is Chester floating?
Chester's sinking, honestly.
Damn. I'll waste my turn for you, alright? This is for you, Chester. Well, actually, what I'll do is I'll just because why not? I'll just attack first, and then I'll use my swift action to do it.
Okay.
So I'll 5-foot step here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll take my first attack against the one on the right.
Okay.
17 to hit.
Let me check something.
I have a piercing weapon. It's not affected by underwater.
Okay, then you are fine. Roll some damage.
22.
22 will take it out. Yeah.
Cool. And then the second attack against the left one. Critical confirm.
Yes, I'll confirm.
Nice.
37.
Take that one out. There you
Cool. And then I put my hand on Chester and I swift action.
Mhm.
Dimension door us to the edge of the water, so he's paralyzed on the floor.
go. Okay.
So we're like I don't know, like here I think, right where the water's
Now
edges.
an attack while it's edge.
Okay.
There you go. And now Chester is no longer in danger of drowning because I saved him.
Yeah.
Oh lord, they're coming.
Let me just check. It was back here.
I guess can I stand like over Chester so he's like I can try to defend him so he's not gonna get like destroyed? Or is that not like a thing I could do?
You could be there to sort of be like protecting Chester. Sure, I'll give that to you. I'll be nice.
I'm on top of
I
Chester.
need it.
I mean,
Tonight,
Yeah, I'm defending Chester.
These have been some dog shit rolls, dude. Well,
I'll I'll give them I'll take a negative something to my AC whatever for trying to defend them or whatever.
charge up to you too. And then
Well, I hate that.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm luckily immune to disease, so.
Moving up here. So that one's not attacking.
rude.
So this one will attack Chester. This one will attack you. And this one is going to go after, I guess, Jacub. Jacub looks delicious.
No, that's not true.
Do I give Chester an AC bonus or something?
You do. I will give Chester some cover bonus. But Chester's also honestly paralyzed. So he's got his...
Chester's having a bad time right now.
He's having
What's,
a
what's
bad
your
day.
normal flat AC?
My flat-footed is 15.
So your AC is 10 right now because you have
Oh,
dex
God.
of 0. I'll give you
It'd be
some
lower,
cover
right?
bonus.
No, my deck.
Oh, flat-footed's without Dexter, right? Yeah.
And so just reducing it to 0 is another -5. That's an easy
Yeah.
way of figuring out what happens when you're
Okay.
paralyzed. Also, I think honestly, it's not in a position to do something like coup de grace, so it's just gonna like tear at you, try to. finish
That
you
would
off.
provoke an AOP for me, so
Yeah.
I probably want to do that.
So this is just gonna it's gonna do a bite at Chester. It can only do the one. It'll bite Chester. Chester take another 2. You can't be more paralyzed, but you can give me a fort save versus disease.
Let me double check something. How many times can I do Charmed Light?
And as long as it's a free action that just requires mental actions, you can still do that. As you see this thing kind of like chewing on your like arm or something, you're like,
Oh, yeah, I still have uses of it.
okay,
As I'm trying to save you.
stop
it's
trying to
not
chew on,
working.
stop chewing on Chester.
Stop munching on Chester.
Cease.
Oh, no. Hey.
Charm life is so good, dude.
All right, so on Revia, boy, nope. On
They
Jacub,
only hit me on a 20.
boy,
so.
nope. Okay, so that's the last of Don's. Jacub, what do you want to do?
Well, can I take a 5-foot step back? Does that provoke?
No, it does not. And yes, you can.
Well, I'm gonna do that because I hate all. I guess I'm gonna Wand of Scorching Ray this guy here.
Okay.
Remind me to buy another.
Roll your touch attack.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure that touches it. It, in fact, touches it. 17 damage.
Yes, that's it.
Anyway, okay. Before Yaalkol goes,
Oh, God.
so, all of a sudden, Revia, you will see what looks like 2 dolphins coming charging in at you. And right as they get about here to shore, they'll burst out of the water and transform into these things.
Revia staring in disbelief at what's happening in front of her.
To these things.
What the fuck?
Oh, these. Yeah, no, these suck.
Yeah.
I'll just look at Chester like, can you get up?
I'm still. 2 turns. It's only been 1.
I know. I don't know this.
I know.
In game, I'm just standing over Chester's paralyzed body. I'm like,
Anyway.
God.
Since they can't do that because they don't have a standard action, but they can do. I have to fix that.
Do your worst, Tantus.
All right.
Don't tell them that.
I'm not worried.
So
I am.
I have AC for
You're not
days.
paralyzed.
yeah.
I'm trying to defend him.
Anyway.
I can't do anything else to help you, Chester, okay? I can do one more thing to help defend you. You're lucky that I'm the one next to
So
you,
the first
okay?
attack and +2 to it. So there's 2 of these because they're charges. So 22.
No.
Okay. Oh wow, those are some bad rolls for the first attack. So they'll miss you. Yeah.
That's scary.
Yep.
Do they look like they're looking towards my paralyzed companion?
No, the one of them will kind of hiss in a weird voice. Your God will not save you here.
Damn. That's a little uncalled
You're right.
for.
Your God won't save you here.
Mhm.
Whatever the fuck you worship.
They don't worship anything. Specifically,
I don't know that. I'm dumb.
Their entire thing right now is murder the divine spellcaster.
Oh, well, wonderful. Attack me. See how I...
Uh-huh.
See how you fare.
Yes, the single divine spellcaster. Thank
It's
God
about
no
time
one
it's
else
just
here is
the
a
divine
divine
spellcaster.
spellcaster. Am I right?
Hey,
I mean,
I'm a
you're
little
not.
worried.
You're
Front
you're
about it.
farther from the water and have a gun, and this is just like person with tattoos of Besmar on each hand.
Like, I'm
only the first
blinking out,
one
dude.
counts.
Uh-huh.
Because I had to move.
Okay. And what are you
I'm
hitting?
swinging at this guy first.
Okay.
Alright, you're
26
plus
will
14.
obliterate this man here. So that little dude there is gone.
Cool.
You have a plus 14 on your 3rd attack?
I do one thing. Is hit with hammer.
Bro, I have a plus
one thing
13
and it's
on my
flat.
1 attack.
Chester!
On my main attack.
You're still paralyzed. Misty!
Shit.
5-foot step. Shoot this fucking guy.
Yeah. Turn that casting gun saving.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, dolphin
Wow.
charges. Dolphin charges can only be used so many times.
Bane.
Okay.
So let me. That's for the first hit. The second one hit.
The second one, honestly,
It's a touch.
It is
It's
touch.
getting touch. Yeah.
it would. All right,
Damn.
it is dead. Okay,
All right.
Do a real one.
Revia.
With that, I'm good.
Well, I see them attacking me, so I don't have to play defensive for Chester anymore.
Mm-hmm.
No. I swift action divine power. Because I'm goddamn Warpriest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stalling for time as I click through my things and remember button.
I
It's
do
been
say
a while.
one thing before my turn ends. Jacub, you might want to make me a bit larger.
You want to be larger? Awesome.
Yes.
Okay. So I will do. I have 2 full bab attacks.
Casually pulled up the weapon die.
All full bab attacks will be against the guy right to my south here.
Okay.
And then my second, my like iterative attack will be against.
Okay.
Thank you.
So that's the misses. That's so the second attack there is against the ghoul. I assume I hit with an 18 here.
You do. The ghoul dies. It's CR1. They're shock troops.
And I assume my 21 does not critically confirm because it's a natural one. Probably doesn't anyway.
Well, yeah, the 21 does not confirm, but you will hit once at least.
Yeah, so it's 19.
All right. You did some damage to this fellow here.
Yeah. As I
what kind of weapon do you have?
It is a piercing weapon.
Okay, anything else special about it? Is it magical?
It's +1. It's +1.
All right. Your weapon feels as though it does less than you'd like against this thing.
Cool. Does divine power matter at all for this?
No. You need to have a better magical plus or something else. You're not sure.
God damn it.
Just magic doesn't overcome their DR.
Well, I don't have
Spend
any
time
of
to
those.
upgrade our weapons.
My weapon's by base a +3, so it's really expensive to upgrade.
No, you'll be fine.
The Lacedons are dead, so I'm just going to delete the turn Lacedon. Jacub. Oh, let me add them to the turn order.
Yeah, what initiative did these freaks go on?
I think I went at 9. I rolled a 4 and they get +5, so they're at 9.
Okay.
Oddly enough, slotted right in there, which I was actually happy about. Anyway, Jacub.
Hey, Chester.
I can't talk.
Fighter? Do you have a strength fighter?
Chester's like
Right.
drooling on the ground, kind of a little bit.
Having some problems.
Probably drooling because you were also like fell face first in the water, and so you've been out of the water a little bit. So like you're kind of paralyzed. So like most of the water's out of your mouth, but there's probably a little bit of it. So you're like,
Yeah.
I'm like, you're alive.
I'm deck space, by the way. You know.
Okay. I'm gonna use the staff of size alteration to cast mass and large on Yaalkol and Myste.
make my Misty grow.
God.
Grow.
Oh my.
Power Rangers.
It's large musket time, boys. 3d6.
All right.
So,
these-
cannon.
I'm gonna walk behind this rock here just to be safe.
All
and
right.
that would be my turn.
I didn't calculate for this one, so what we're gonna do is they're going to.
You're gonna change your focus since he's a large
Oh
guy
God,
now?
no! They hit the cleric guy.
No, they want to eat me.
Yeah. So, one is going to roll this. I think I have to roll twice.
Oh God. Please don't
Oh,
tell
boy.
me it's CMD.
Okay.
Oh, she's going for the flank.
What's your CMB Revia?
It beats it, yeah. Mine's 24.
And what's yours? Yeah, cool.
$1,000.
God, imagine.
You know your CM.
I didn't mean to
your
roll. I
CMD.
didn't mean to roll. I'm sorry. I was looking at my character sheet. I fucking clicked.
It's funny because you rolled acrobatics, you know.
CMD is 32.
CMB I needed.
Wait,
No, you need CMD.
21.
21 you said?
21, yes.
Okay, then it's fine. The thing will not incur any attacks of opportunity. The DC would have been 33 because you were the second one it had to roll against. So it's going to kind of
being flanked.
You're being flanked, and then it's going to. They're each going to hit you once. I'm going to roll this. Add 3 to it. Actually, add 5 to this because honestly, they're not using their power attack. Actually,
Oh, wonderful.
but they are vital striking you.
Oh God.
Uh,
Wait. The one that moved can't vital strike me. That requires a full round action.
It's a standard
That's
action.
true.
Vital-
No, once you have iterative attacks, it's a full round.
I'm gonna check vital strike. Actually,
That's that's the trade off for vital strike. Is that it's a full round? That's what like a meme you could do with Warpriest.
when you use the attack action. The
Is it
attack
really?
action is a standard action. No, Vital Strike can only be used as part of an attack action. Anything that includes a full round action would preclude the use of Vital Strike in the same round. So, i.e. you cannot charge, use spring attack, or full round attack.
Damn, I always thought it was a full
That's
round.
interesting.
Yeah, that's why you can standard action Vital Strike. That's the use of Vital Strike, is you just get one attack that can, like, if you get high enough levels, It doesn't
Damn.
matter that you don't have interrupted attacks of it.
Okay. I always thought it was a full round. Okay.
Anyway,
Maybe I'll do Battle Strike then.
it still rolled a 2, so I don't think
Which
a
does miss
20 would hit you. 'Cause it's 5 higher? Yes, 5 higher. Does a 29 hit you?
Yeah, just barely.
Okay, so you'll take 24 damage.
Seems spicy.
And
Well, that's
I
with
will
the power
need
attack, right?
a fort save from you.
Are they power attacking?
No. I didn't create a just Vital Strike without power attack. I created a power attack and Vital Strike together.
Okay. Okay, so how much damage do I take?
Oh, it would be technically
be
6 less. It would be 18.
Okay. That's a lot less. Okay, that's important.
Significant number less.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I was like asking. All right, and what do you need from me?
Fortitude save.
Is it a disease?
It is indeed a disease.
I'm immune.
Are you immune to poison?
No.
Because I need a. Let me just check this here. Sorry.
30.
Oh no, it's just a disease. It's just a disease. You're fine. Okay.
Yeah, I have a parapet of health, so I'm immune to all diseases, including supernatural.
Okay. This was a supernatural disease, so being immune to supernatural disease is good in this case.
Hey, it was an item. There's like no one wanted. I was like, oh sure, I'll wear it. It's coming
Yeah.
in.
It actually came into handy now. The parry off of health.
It's come it's come up twice, I think. So both times I'm pretty
Good
happy.
to have.
Yeah, it's like something that doesn't come up often, but man, you're happy when it does.
Oh yeah, you don't have to make saves against horrible supernatural diseases that the onset would have been 1 minute.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It's like mummy rot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of awful. Yeah, cool.
Kill them, please.
I'll do my best. Alright, I'm gonna attack this one first.
Mm-hmm.
That one is hurt.
Give it a second.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay, last attack would not hit. First two would indeed hit. What is your weapon? It's just a
A Earthbreaker, so
Mug-
it is magical.
plus
Plus
2.
two.
Okay.
Yes, +2.
All right. Good to know. So
Technically +3 because it's thundering. I don't know if that counts. I don't remember.
that does
how
not
it
count
happened.
for anything.
Only the plus matters.
Gotcha.
Plus matters. Yes.
I guess
Alright.
my money's going to finally making this weapon a +5 weapon.
It would help.
Goddamn
Chester, you're not paralyzed. I will tell you, you're goddamn prone though. I mean, you are. You've been lying there. You're prone.
I'm
Spider-Man.
I'm like standing over Chester. So.
Yeah. There's these horrible things that moved in while you were like, in this weird throes of being paralyzed. So it's probably like, not pleasant.
Trying to think.
That's a question.
To stand up, I'm going to get attacks of opportunity.
You will.
You have kip up, unless you got rid of it with an archetype,
No. Oh, no, you're right. I do have Kip Up.
which I think prevents AOPS for that.
I would check just to make sure.
Double checking.
Ah. Now I'm
Glory in
I'm
this
sad.
this swash.
I'm gonna have to put more on.
Yeah, it's a kip up is a 3rd level one. If you have 1 panache point, you can kip up from prone as a move action without provoking AOPS. If you spend a panache, you can do it as a swift action.
You know what? Screw it. I'm doing it as a swift action.
You're like, ha ha! You thought me gone, foul beasts!
My swashbucklers are so cool.
Okay.
They like kind of look at you and are like, "Rrr."
I am going to attack the top one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so let's...
Okay. Well, the first one will hit.
I am also going to use Precise Strike.
Is that the plus 10 damage one?
It would be plus 9.
Oh, plus 9.
But I'm going to spend the point and make it plus 18.
Okay. Yes.
Which is precision damage, if that matters.
Yeah, it is precision damage.
Which is like sneak attack.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Yes. It. In this case, it doesn't matter. Precision damage goes through it. It doesn't have any blocking against precision damage. So it'd be 20.
It's just a plus. It's a +1 weapon.
35 total. Then, just a +1 weapon. Okay. You've done some damage to it. Misty.
Okay, 5 foot step back.
Mm-hmm.
The damage die is not going to be correct on these. I'll have to roll damage with the dice roll.
Okay.
But I'm going to take my shots at this.
So these are the attacks, but not the damage rolls.
The attack should be correct.
Okay.
I'm going to do the first attack at this guy,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll see.
Okay.
So a 33 and a 20.
The 30, they both hit because it's touch.
I'm Bane, so that's an additional +2, so my weapon's a +3.
Mm-hmm. That does make a difference.
Great, so make sure that the die is correct. Yes, 3d6. Now I have to roll Bane. These are all at this fucking guy.
Okay.
So you probably hear this gun go off louder than you've ever heard it before as a very large bullet.
Mm-hmm.
It just impacts into this man,
You're shooting a cannon.
basically.
Basically.
Okay.
Literally a hand
Revia.
cannon.
Yeah. Well, realizing my weapon does less damage than it should, I swift action activate Sacred Weapon and Sacred Armor at the same time, giving myself, I believe at this level, it's so I'm level 11, so that's +2 to my weapon and +2 to my armor class. So that makes my weapon a +3 weapon.
Okay.
I'm just clicking my buffs, and the sheet's very slow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have all this factored in correctly.
And then what plus is your weapon then, you said?
It'll be a +3 now.
So it is a +3 weapon now.
Yeah. I it's like the Magus enhancement, so I make the weapon
Yeah.
temporary.
That's what I was just making sure.
Yep. It's temporarily +3.
Cool.
And I'll attack the one to the south.
Okay.
Damn.
So the critical hit is a 40.
Yeah.
So 53 damage, and then does this 19 hit it?
No.
Okay. So this is my extra attack. So it's a 38 to confirm
Yes.
for another 54.
Okay. All right. Now I need Chester, Revia, and Yaalkol to give me fort saves as this thing melts into poison that squirts all over you.
I am not immune to that one.
Harmed life yet again.
Honestly, I respect the hustle.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
And just so we know, I did remove my communal delay poison for water walk.
All right, none of you are poisoned as it just melts into this horrible, bubbling ooze that just kind of splashes all over you. So there you go.
Love them.
Yeah, good times.
Nice.
Anyway, Jacub.
Oh, this thing's still alive.
It's taking
I'm
a
gonna
beat.
Wand of Scorching Ray again, because why not?
Well, I mean, it's a new one. You can do that though.
This is the second one.
Yeah, this is you killed the thing that had the before you scorched
Oh.
raid. That exploded.
Wait, if they're in melee, do I get minuses?
You do! You
Yeah.
have a minus
Minus
4 to
four.
shooting the melee.
Wait, do you not have precision shot?
Wizards don't usually need that. It's touch
No,
spells.
You really don't need it, but if you're using
I
a lot
always
of,
get it.
if you're using a lot of the Scorching Ray, you might want it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be a damage via
You
ray
need
cast,
point blank shot to take precise shot, though. So it's a
Ray,
2 feet.
yeah.
it's 2 feet.
Yeah.
Rays are a weapon for some reason.
I mean, because they can
I
crit.
mean, it makes
That's
sense.
what makes them a weapon.
Hey, take improved critical. Okay, 19 to 20 crit range.
It's not actually a bad thing. Crit. But anyway, so if you want to roll your thing, you'd have a minus. It'd have just plus 4 AC to your touch attack.
Yeah. So just roll your range.
If you wish to still Scorching Ray it. If not, then we'll have to come up with another plan. But do you love it when a plan comes together?
Yeah, it's like alright.
Okay.
Never happens though. It kind of all fumbles apart, but then comes together right at the end.
Someone needs. Yeah, we never roll high enough for our plans.
That- This game's been so far. It started off crap and it's gotten better at least.
There have been a lot of good rolls in this combat, at least.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Except for that paralyzation roll.
Except for that
That was just
paralyze.
sad.
That was hilarious for me because
Very
DC, you could have failed with more than just a 1,
Yes.
but you didn't have to roll a lot with the bonus you gave
Yeah.
yourself. I'm going to tell you that.
Magic missile. Magic missile.
I think you get that just
You
gets
get like
you get 2 more missiles, I believe. You get them because you're just you
3
get
more.
4.
It should
Roll
be
those 2 missiles.
you should be at
5
should be at
missiles.
5
Yeah,
missiles.
so I need 3 more. That's 7.
Yeah, 3 more missile.
level 9.
12.
You get 5.
Plus another 4 is 16. I need just 1 more.
There you go.
Nice.
And
Those are
another
good
5.
magic missile rolls.
21. That's actually some pretty good magic missile rolls.
Magic missile is really consistent
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
level 9.
Anyway, honestly, this thing's just gonna, you know, if you hadn't killed its buddy, it was gonna tell you its buddy, you know, ignore this false clergyman. Anyway, it's gonna attack you.
False?
Cool. Yeah.
I'm not false.
Anyway, it's
I'm
gonna,
a power
it's gonna
of God.
powerfully claw at you. Cool. Use no divine energy, so they've found you less
No,
threatening.
I use divine power.
That doesn't count because it's not channeling.
They expect
Yeah.
me to turn undead then? What a fucking loser. I'm not gonna turn undead you.
Anyway, you're cool.
You know what? I will do it.
What's your AC? You're cool.
21.
Okay. Then you'll only be hit once for the minimum damage of 16 because it'll roll low on its second attack, just barely missing you.
Bad for you, good for me.
But I will need a fort save from you because I don't think you're immune to poison, disease.
No.
I mean.
No, as it would turn out, I am not immune to
Weird.
disease.
I mean, you get good pluses, so you might be okay.
You pray.
That's pretty good. You're okay.
Okay.
I'm more worried when this thing explodes.
Hey, more poison!
It's just like
Y'all go smash.
Yeah, cool smash.
Hurry up
Yeah.
before I waste fervor on a meme.
You
Or
better
kill it
fucking
before I
believe
waste
it.
my fervor.
we'll
My
see.
channel energy is really weak.
All right, well, that's a hit, and a hit. I mean, I might. Let's do some math here. 20.
God, I hope it's still up because that'd be really funny.
60.
Let me channel it.
No.
Let me fervor it. I think that's 46.
You know what? It's dead, but not by a lot, because Yaalkol doesn't overcome its damage reduction, and it absorbed a
Yeah.
lot less. So,
It is a +3 damage reduction. Shit. Yeah.
yeah, it's silver damage reduction it has. So you have to have +3 weapon to overcome it. Anyway, I need fort saves from everybody that's next to it, as it melts into horrible amounts of poison again.
Last charmed life.
Oh, I did it. I failed this time. It's
Oh,
shit.
that's
We're all
2
sitting in a circle
failures.
retching.
I don't have delayed poison today because I
All right,
switched it for water
I'm
walking.
gonna roll something, and we'll just go through the poisoning. So Revia, you can enjoy 5 dex damage And Chester, you can enjoy 4, and then make me another set of saves.
Try and help.
Yeah,
Yes,
we can use the heal action to help, right?
Yeah. You're
Can
gonna
I give my...
Well, now I'm back to normal fort
I'll
saves.
try to help Chester with my heal.
Okay, roll the heal, and let's see how well you help.
It's
Can I heal
23.
myself?
23, I don't think it's any penalty for not having heal kit for poisons. I think that's for treating deadly wounds, so you're good.
Yeah.
Okay, Chester, roll your save. You will have a bonus to it.
I'm just checking something. I'll roll it.
Chester, you're fine. You overcame
Yay.
the poison. You just had to make one save. Not that it didn't do its damage, but, you know.
Pretty oofs.
Let me just check if there's
The disease is
I
con
can do.
and dex damage. The poison's only dex. These things are nasty.
None of my spells are prepared. Can I give myself a heal check?
I do not think
someone
you
else
can
has
in this
No,
case.
cannot.
I don't think
give
so
you-
either, but
can't
I'm
give
just
yourself
asking.
skill check.
There are certain things you can give yourself a heal check for, but in this case you cannot.
Yeah, a very
Alright.
large Myste is tending to Chester currently.
Thank you. I will just roll it, and I'll roll it.
Mhm.
That's the worst thing.
Nice.
Well, I'll roll
Wow.
another 2.
The good news is you don't die from dex damage.
This is true. Also the good news is it's another 6.
Oh,
Oh,
That's 11.
The good news is also you don't have to roll anymore. It only lasts for 2 rounds.
That's pretty nasty, though.
Yeah.
Well, we can't adventure when I have 9 decks. I'll be real with you.
I'm gonna be
Well, we're
100.
stranded here, unless we want to boat our way back to the ship. We're here.
Yeah, well, I can't fight things at 9 decks.
Someone
Make a
probably has it.
religion check if you wish.
Hold
Yeah, I can do
on. I'm pretty
Like
sure I
that.
have a wand of restoration on me.
22.
So Revia, you certainly can identify these things as brinculoses. These seem stronger than your average one, though.
Religion, you said? 24, not much better.
Yeah. But still, Myste, you'll identify them as elder versions of them, which are just tougher versions of the normal ones. You need silver to fight them. They require the water to live.
I have
and-
a wand of restoration.
Things killed by their disease rise as Lacedons.
Alright, well, if you have a wand of
Yeah, I'll just
restoration,
wrap it with a bit.
you gotta stop doing it because I can't adventure with my 9 decks.
Actually, anything that they slay is raised by Lacedons under their control.
High I roll is.
It's a D4.
You figured out they explode into poison and they're diseased. There you go. Not much else about them. Oh yeah, they can transform into manta rays or dolphins.
I'm at that's 7. I need more.
Need one more, maybe?
It's 8. Yeah, I'm at negative 11. 9.
There you go.
There you go. All right, I'm at max. I just get a bunch of lesser rests on me, so.
Chester might need one too.
Oh yeah, Chester needs it too.
Yeah.
Hey, this is why we got the wands.
Chester
Yeah,
didn't quite as much.
oh, that's exactly what I do. Wait. I only needed the 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then ignore that last one. Hey, this wand is super low now.
We'll buy another one.
I think you
Had
found
this
that one.
wand. You had this wand since like book 2.
Yeah, I think you like found that one. It was like treasure somewhere, or like you
Yeah, I
used it.
thought about buying one at some point.
We
But
probably
we-
should buy another one.
All right.
Yeah, it's kind of a mainstay. Of
So yeah, certainly between the two of you, you realize that if there are more of these things around, they will be beach going. And more likely, if there were any survivals of this boat wreck, they would probably have gone deeper into the island if these things are around to avoid them. And most likely, with the Lacedons in the water, since they create Lacedons as spawn, some of the crew might have not survived. This might be some of the crew of the very ship you're looking for.
Well, that went as well as it could have.
The funny part is, with the icon, how it has to be shrunk to fit the spot. It just looks like a giant pair of legs with a head.
A little squished, yeah.
It's a little squished, yes.
So what's the plan, Captain?
Yaalkol might be muted. Because he's certainly not responding to... Actually, why don't we... Wait. Why don't we take our break? Let's realize what time it was. Yeah. Let's take our break, and then we'll figure out what you're doing next. As you've made beachhead on the island. So you've stacked, drink, bathroom break. Yaalkol did die. So we'll go ahead and do those, and we'll be back in a little bit, and people can finish healing and stuff and getting ready.
It's also bad.
I mean, you can like a bad video game even if it's colorful and fun. I'm going to switch us back to the other thing here.
It's not fun.
All right. You've secured the beach for now.
Yeah, can we pull up our sloop? Is it like a longboat? That way?
Yes. Your sloop is, you will be able to pull it onto shore. Certainly, I'd say Yaalkol has enough strength to do that.
Yaalkol and Myste are both big. They can probably handle it.
Yeah, you can definitely get it on shore a little bit better and get it to an area where it's off the beach. It doesn't mean it's not threatenable, but honestly, it would make it more difficult for anything to deal with it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of what I just wanted to move it, right? Like, so something has to go out of its way to mess with the ship. Maybe we could try to hide it a bit, because having a way off the island without water walk would probably be helpful.
Yeah, you can do that. It'll take a little bit of time, but certainly you will be able to do it. And there does seem to be no signs of anything. Though, one of you that has really good perception might notice some dolphins in the water. Far out.
I'll roll it just for the hell of it.
Let's shoot them.
Like, far away. Like, out in the farther, in, like, the currents.
I declare war on all dolphins.
Yeah, there looks like to be some dolphins out there. Maybe a manta ray. You're not sure.
Oh shit, a manta ray. Oh, man, you know what I have to do to sea creatures?
After a stingray killed
they could
Steve Irwin.
Yeah, look, man.
Manta ray's something different. Anyway,
Is dolphin menacing?
Judging that these horrible monsters turn into dolphins and manta rays to hide in the water, maybe.
There's definitely more.
I throw a Steve Irwin into the water.
Damn.
Crikey!
Oh, too soon.
Too soon.
Bro, he died like 10 years ago.
Too soon.
I think
10 years too soon.
It's always too soon.
Look, it's always going to be too soon for Steve Irwin. He was a great man.
Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Pour one out.
Hilariously weird in his way of doing things with animals, but gotta respect him.
There's certainly more of them out there. Just
I'm gonna
doesn't know.
stick my thumb in this cloaca.
Yeah, those dolphins are probably them. They like turn into them. So
they could also be dolphins, but you're not sure.
I don't trust any dolphins from now on.
What is the plan?
They're talking mad shit.
Can anyone track?
I can track decently enough.
It does seem as though
if they
the
left print?
trail on your map has become some kind of a game trail at this point in time. So maybe this trail was originally cut by the settlers, and after the dozens and dozens of years since then, some of the animal life just takes advantage of it.
You said there was a peak in like the middle of the island?
There is a raise. I believe it's to the south side. It goes up. I'm just checking a check here.
Okay. There's no like.
No. Let me take a look here. The highest point is actually straight to the west. It looks like, actually, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
So like the high point is over here in this area here.
Is it like a slope high point, or is it like a mountain or hilltop?
The cliffs here in general are about 50 feet above seawater. The top of this would be about 300 feet above seawater.
Okay.
So it's certainly a lot higher.
Yeah.
But it isn't like mountain top. It's just like a really big hill.
Yeah, it's just like a gradual slope up. Okay.
And certainly there's a lot of elevation gained from where you're going up. It's pretty steep heading up into the jungle. Not anything that you'd have to make a check with, but it is pretty steep heading up into the jungle.
Well, first, why don't we see if Misty can see any tracks?
Go ahead and make a survival check if you want to take a look around if there's any tracks.
Does anyone want to help?
I have a +4 to help. I'll roll my +4 to help, I guess.
All right.
That's
Hey,
not-
Revia helped.
Anyone else helping?
I thought Jacub
I
had
don't
survived.
have any ranks in
I don't have it trained, but it's not bad. So
You technically don't need training to help.
Yeah.
I rolled. I helped.
Yeah.
I mean, okay,
Yeah, cool
I
help.
can,
Okay.
I can try a straight roll. Oh!
All right. Well, I was only going to take the first two of you, so
Yeah.
you can all look
Just
around.
do the +4.
Yeah, I got the +4.
Blammo, that's 37.
All right.
Let's
Hey,
go.
your earlier passive survival check that I used to try to find this out, where you rolled a 1,
Did roll a 1. Was
You know-
17.
that was 17, did not notice these tracks that you will find now. You will find humanoid tracks that seem to both head deeper into the jungle and seem to return here barefoot. The tracks themselves seem to get close to the water, but not like super close.
Okay.
Like a decent distance away that like even something charging from the water wouldn't be able to reach it. Like it seems like someone's like maybe scouting out the shore, comes down here.
You're looking for a way out.
Honestly, if they know the undead's in the water, since a bunch of it seems like their crewmates died, might be keeping an eye out on them too.
Well, I've got tracks.
Oh,
I'll come back to the beach as well.
let's follow it.
All right. Let me...
Makes the most sense.
All right. So,
What's the worst that could happen?
I can think of a few things.
So, I'm going to tell you, the tracks do get lost when you get into the jungle.
That's fair.
The kind of edge of the beach where the tracks were, especially because this is the area where probably like the highest tides would wipe out the footprints, and there probably hasn't been one of those, at least since they've been made. Means that like when it gets into the hard jungle and this game trail, which obviously seems to be walked on by whatever kind of animals live in this place, it disappears. But you're guessing whoever this was probably was following the game trail. So you will head up into the jungle. It is honestly cawing, hot, humid. It's a goddamn jungle. You know,
Baby.
probably bugs around. You can hear birds, all kinds of creatures making noise. A lot of life in this area. It is a pretty kind of hard climb up the first kind of couple 100 feet as the incline climbs up a good like 50 feet pretty rapidly. Kind of getting up to where like the heights of the cliff base is. But you will be climbing higher and higher as you go deeper into the center of it. But it will kind of slow on its slope at least. That initial kind of like hard walk kind of becomes a little easier. You can still tell you're going a little bit uphill, obviously because you're still heading west towards where the high point is. Eventually you will come to a split where you can head left or right. According to your map, the one trail heads off to the right and ends, while the left splits up again and heads to what looks to be dead ends at the cliff face. If you're going to assume anything by this information based on the old information, more than likely the old trails might have been to like lookouts, and if you're using the old information about what was here many, many years ago, their settlement might have been to the other end. Again, who knows how it's in state now, because this was a long time ago. Old map.
Yeah.
I think we checked this place out, right?
Okay.
So you're gonna head
Looks like
towards
a good place for it.
A potential
dead end.
settlement. Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, chilling anywhere, it might be where there used to be houses, right? Or I guess he could be in a cave.
I
So
mean, I could try making a perception check, see if I hear anything.
Sure.
Jungle.
You can give me a check. It's a jungle. The DC will be high to hear anything other than jungle, but you can give me a check.
Worth a shot.
Yeah. I mean, you can hear a lot of stuff, and certainly you do hear faintly, way off in the distance, there does seem to be the sound of maybe like some kind of stream or something. But you assume there was some fresh water on this island, so you're not sure. You think there's one of the streams is like at least one is to the north. There might be more than one stream in this island, but you can hear one. You think somewhere to the north. You would have to bushwhack to get to that if you were looking for that, but you don't know also if it connects up farther along this route either.
I can hear a stream to the north.
Well, water is the basis of all civilization.
That doesn't mean there's not more streams on the island either, though.
No, but hey, listen, it's the direction we're going anyway, so might as well think it's.
Yeah.
Well, you can choose to leave the path and head towards the water, or continue following the path.
Yeah.
The path, maybe not the best idea.
Well,
Yeah.
about how far does Chester think the stream is?
A ways away. Chester's just managing to nose echo in the jungle.
Well, we can mark some trees and maybe we can check it out. Just why not, right?
We've slashing weapons to mark trees with.
So you
I'll
can,
take out the oversized dagger.
okay. You can bushwhack your way.
I'm a
Certainly,
dueling sword.
I will want a survival check for whoever's leading you through the jungle then.
I guess it was me.
Yep, I hand Misty the oversized dagger to cut to machete her
No,
way
I
through.
got my own slashing weapon thing.
But is it an oversized plus 2 daggers?
That's a cool scarf.
Mhm.
With blades on it.
sounds
I can
inconvenient.
You're just like.
Yeah.
I'll give. Unfortunately, in this situation, I would give maybe like one person assistance to you, just because of it's not very easy to help out someone when you're just kind of almost single filing through a tough
Why
jungle.
not?
But you rolled pretty well. You'll be able to navigate your way through the jungle, kind of following Chester's directions, and eventually you will find yourself at a stream. It's not much of a stream. This area of it here does seem to have a little bit with small freshwater fish in it, of some kind, kind of like a low little point. But it's just moving water. You can see that there's like a little bit of like a maybe 8-foot waterfall. A little bit to your left, and it's flowing kind of farther, maybe out towards the down towards the area of the east. So it's heading from west to east, kind of down the slope.
Can you get any kind of view from the edge, near the edge of the waterfall?
No, it's the waterfall.
So
Not big. This is also still
it-
crowded in the jungle. Honestly,
it's running west to east, he said, so like
yes,
this.
yes.
Want to just follow the stream?
It does leave
West?
credence to there being something here, though.
Yeah.
Good.
I think that would make sense. Follow the stream to the west.
Okay. The stream will eventually start turning itself to the north, to northwest, deeper to the north side of the area, and kind of you'll find yourself getting to an area of a ridge where the stream seems to originate from a bubbling up point in a large ridge size. You're thinking maybe somewhere up this way. There's no sign of anybody up this way. The entire area here was dense jungle. The stream itself was probably the easiest way to navigate.
Take a sip from the fresh stream water.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, Misty, with your knowledge of survival, this area here seems very hard to navigate and to settle on. If anybody needed, this is the kind of thing that probably someone would find a better place to settle nearby and just have knowledge of this and maybe just gather water and bring it back.
I will inform the party of such things.
Back to the trails.
Yeah, I think so. This didn't seem like it didn't pan out to anything, but maybe it'll be helpful for us to like not die here.
If you need a supply of water, you know where one
I
that's
mean-
easily accessible is.
Had decanter of endless power.
You know,
Yeah, as well.
And we've never used it, Panthers, okay?
Yeah.
But we do got it.
I'm just saying, like, you know where the supply... That's why I'm like, you don't need to know where the fresh water is. I know about the fresh water. You guys didn't need it.
Now we know. Hey,
Yeah.
The more you know, guys.
The more you know.
As I'm sipping from the decanter.
Well, if we need fish,
there would be some freshwater fish in this area. They're not very big fish, but certainly if you needed
There's
some...
a beach. It's a whole.
yeah, with dead people.
Get full of
But we
corpses.
fish on this side of the island. Or
You
also, I
mean
could
the
just create
gigantic
one.
cliffside?
I could just create food. I'm a cleric, guys. If we need, we have a couple rations on us. I can just make food tomorrow.
Looks like I'll just magic us up some food. Forget it. We're not gonna deal with this.
Tastes awful though.
It probably does. It tastes like magic.
Wait, I'm gonna
Tastes
check
like-
that.
I think Hero's Feast is delicious.
Yeah.
It's rather bland. That is correct.
Yeah.
But we're adventurers. Hey, we can survive on bland food.
Technically, we're pirates, not adventurers.
Yeah, you're pirates, not adventurers. You don't
Same.
eat rations
I've
99%
watched
of the
Barbarian.
time.
Bland food.
I mean, you eat bad sea turtle.
We live better than adventurers.
You really do.
Back
Yeah,
to the
but-
path.
Fast to the path. Are you then going to take the right path up to the kind of dead end of the
third
trail?
level spell.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, might as well finish the short path first.
Yeah, like it's right here.
Yeah. This is like I think this is like whatever their town was. So he might be there. I think it's a pretty reasonable guess.
Yeah.
So the path eventually will kind of go along a ridge line. That's going to kind of like it's seemingly because you didn't really notice it with where you were going on the stream and going upstream. This is a little bit more noticeable that the path itself actually stays a little flatter and a kind of ridge goes up to your north. And it's going to kind of follow this ridge. But eventually you're going to see there's a sizable clearing that kind of opens up along the edge of this ridge, kind of at the bottom of it. It seems to be marked by rolls of upturned boulders that almost seem to be keeping trees back. And in the center of it, there's a bubbling spring that breaks the surface, spawning a small series of freshwater pools dotted with mountain lilies and swarming with dragonflies.
Sus.
To the west side, the water springs race down through a series of rocky, moss-covered sluices into rock, and eventually down the hillside to the sea to the southwest. So this spring here goes out to the southwest, but it looks as though someone kind of closed off the spring. Unlike the other one, which was coming out of like a rock wall to the far north.
Before we move into an open area, I'm going to make another perception and see if I hear anyone
I'll
around.
also make a perception.
Okay.
I perceive.
I'm doing it with my eyes, not my ears.
Alright, you all kind of like listen, look around. Nothing else, just the sound of birds, some bugs buzzing around, some water bugs and stuff and like that, and then just the bubbling of the spring. Though, certainly, Chester and Myste will notice that the stones surrounding the spring bear faint carvings of 3 entwined spirals. Either of you could make a knowledge religion check that noticed it, or point it out for anybody else.
It's going to point it
I'll
out.
also point it out, but I will roll my religion roll 32.
Myste,
I don't
so
know religion.
you will actually realize this is an archaic symbol of Pharasma.
Ooh, fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Marking of this would probably put it as a kind of sacred wellspring. Honestly, you think the waters are blessed, honestly, here.
Ooh.
Any of you lot worship Phrasma?
Nope.
No.
Well, be careful what you
Miss
touch.
Mara.
It's a sacred site.
Same here.
The blessing is probably not super powerful. Like, it might work on something like a Lacedon, but probably not the Bringulos. I'm gonna tell you,
I mean, I carry holy water on.
Take a vial of it.
Okay.
That's what I was going to say.
I'm gonna tell you, if you
that
want to
might be-
take some of this water, I can tell you what it does.
I'm going to actually empty my water skin. We have a cancer of endless water.
Yeah.
And fill my water skin with it.
Okay, so if you anoint a weapon with the water of this spring, it gains the benefit of the Undead Bane weapon special ability until sundown. The weapon's waters can anoint up to 3 weapons per day in this matter. A character who drinks from the spring, you feel healed if you drink from it. You can do that once a day. And you cannot bottle it, unfortunately. It loses its magical effects.
Well, I'll dip my sword.
We just stick our weapons in it.
Yeah.
The effects of the spring were identified as a magic item of... I mean, like, freaking Jacub probably could have identified it. It's like, it's magical, if you mentioned something to it.
Water. Detect magic at some point.
If you want to make a survival check, Misty, I'll let you do that. You were looking around for stuff, too.
22.
Yeah, you'll notice there are tracks here. Footprints. It seems as though the same humanoid footprints seem to come here, and you're guessing gather water from the spring.
There's more footprints. If you want to spend the weapon, you could dip it in this water.
Yes, please.
You'll be good against undead until sundown. And 3 of you can anoint your weapons in this matter per day.
Well, I mean, there's only 3 people that use melee weapons. So.
Yeah. So yes, please.
So,
I mean, it doesn't actually say melee weapons, but I don't know if you want to dip a rifle in the...
I also can ban anyway. So.
Yeah, I shall dip this rifle into waters.
Well, I can see like maybe I don't know. I feel like anointing like a ranged weapon feels, you know what I mean?
Like the ammo I can see.
It doesn't need to be some kind of weird anointed to a third god. Right?
I feel like I'm cheating.
She's already got Asmodeus. She's already got Desna. Doesn't need a third.
Yeah.
Like I'm like sticking my rapier. I feel like I'm cheating on Mesmar.
But I will tell you, like Chester, though the water loses magical effect, it is the most clear and delicious water you have ever tasted.
Ooh.
Like there's just something about it that it like is just incredibly refreshing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Might want to change out your skins for this water. It's really good.
Look, Revia, you'll be fine. It's not a big deal.
Are you sure Besmar is not like a?
I don't think Besmar really cares.
If Besmar didn't want to dip your sword in it, you wouldn't have found it. Boo. It's divine intervention.
Jacub, I'm not gonna trust any word you ever say when talking about the gods.
Right.
I don't think Bismarck would care either.
I don't think so either. It just kind of feels wrong, you know? I mean, I am like a really powerful Warpriest at Besmar. You know, like not a lot of us out here.
Sal's about to get fucking smited by Besmara.
Okay. Somewhere off in the forest nearby, a lightning bolt hits a tree.
You know what? I'm not doing that. I like scroll up the weapon clean. See, like you guys said not to worry, but I'm
seems like
sure
a storm might be coming in.
Look, hey, this is your fault. You guys said, "Oh, Besmara won't care." She's petty, dude. She's pirate.
That's coincidental at best.
Look, I may have. I'm not saying those D20 rolls were a god's. Do I care right now? And how drunk am I? Checks to see about lightning bolting someone for real reasons.
I put like the weapon closer and like.
But that's the joke. Is you don't know if that's what it really is.
Look,
I like put it closer and there's like a rumble happen coincidentally, so it's further ambiguousness.
Sounds about right.
I don't anoint the weapon.
If she cared that much, she'd just strike you.
No. You'd rather just strike the fear of God into me.
I dip my weapon in. I don't care.
Yeah, well, you're not a cleric, Chester. It's different. God. Chester's like, oh, I'm equal to
watch me smite my believer from here. Oh, look! I can get it from behind my back. Pew!
That's the drunk god. That's not Besmara.
That's Caden Callan.
She's look. I'm not saying that she's out drinking with Caden Callan.
It wouldn't surprise me.
It probably happens quite frequently when she's not, raiding the maelstrom.
Yeah, I mean, like, sometimes you're raiding a maelstrom, sometimes you're getting drunk, and, honestly, they're both very chaotic deities. You just kind of got to shack up with...
He's chaotic good, though.
Yeah, but, she's chaotic neutral. She can shack up with a chaotic good deity, just as a one millennia stand or something, you know.
It's a chaotic fling.
This shit.
It's a chaotic mess.
Anyway, what's the plan?
I guess back
I'm gonna follow
to
the
the
track.
paths.
The trail seemed to go back on the trail. It seems as though that wherever they came from, they probably, when they initially made that left and right, somewhere to the left they found a place to camp and have been making a trail to the back here. They found the spring at. This area does seem like it's a nice area, but not really a nice, like, defendable campsite area, unfortunately. Makes sense that maybe they're not here because of that. Finding a little bit more defensible area.
I will attempt to locate. The tracks just go back to the path then?
Yeah. So, again, unsure whether,
What do
like...
we want then now?
Certainly you can go back to, like, here. I should probably go to the...
Yeah, but do we go west or do we go south is the question.
We flip a coin.
So they had gone originally north here, and they were here. Sorry.
Alright, 1 will go west, 2 will go south. We're going south.
Okay, you're heading south.
Look for coin.
Just check here. Okay. So this will go deep to the south. And eventually, you will see how, like, it will seem as if it's breaking through the jungle itself towards the sea cliffs you can see in the distance here. And there seems to be a half dozen towering wood-carved heads that seem to be peering out over the ocean. Each head is 10 feet tall in height, bearing a strange, curious expression. Though they are carved from wood, they appear not to have been weathered, and appear to have been carved or become overgrown, and appears to have only been carved yesterday. And I will show you what these look like, because I have a picture of them.
Yes.
There you go.
Neat.
Yeah.
Not overgrown, but overgrown.
I mean, they've got like a little, like, a thing of, like,
It's grown, but not overgrown.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
it's not completely covered by that. Yeah.
You know, it's rocking a bit of, vine growth over here.
I recognize any religious significance to such things?
That looks like a...
Well, let me just check something here. You
Is that like a Medusa?
can't check if it's anything like that. Like you see them up in front of you though right now. You haven't approached them. You could probably try approaching to see what you would see by getting closer.
Oh, can anyone
detect
tell if
magic.
they're magical?
I
How
cast
far
detect
away are
magic.
Detect magic is 30 feet away. You'd have to approach
Yeah.
them.
We have
How
to get
far are
closer.
they?
They are like you can see them down the trail. Basically,
Oh, they're down.
the jungle is opening up to the cliff faces and kind of being a little bit more sparse here. Probably because of like a lot of the sea wind and like the edge here just helps keep it at bay a little bit.
That's scary. I don't like that.
Do I see any signs of a man who maybe was here?
You don't see any signs of any people right now. It doesn't mean that there's not anything here. This is just what you see kind of in front of you. They kind of stretch out for a bit. You probably have to approach things to see more how it is. You are looking at this stuff at a distance.
Would we like to approach or go back the way we came?
Hey, we're here. Let's go check this thing out.
Let's do it.
It's
I
not
can
like
cover
we're coming
myself in
back.
darkness if we think it might do something based on sight.
As you approach the heads, you will hear a voice boom out. Outlanders! Step away from the Dusk Watchers, or be judged.
Judged by what exactly?
Knowledge history?
It's a voice. Someone just
Well,
said
no. Yeah, but step
Yes.
away from the Dusk Watchers. Maybe there's any history on Dusk
that.
Watchers?
Sure, roll a history check.
Did I see a person?
You do not
What
see
language?
anybody.
What language?
Oh,
Taldan?
Common.
God damn it. Hold on.
Like Shackles common, I presume?
Page
Shackles
for
common is
volume.
Taldan.
Yeah, Taldan.
Is it
It's-
really? I thought Shackles common was polyglot.
No, polyglot also exists here.
Okay.
It's a separate language.
Roll 20 froze on me. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that Pathfinder only has one common.
Well, technically there's more, but Tal'Dain is the most common of common.
There we go.
Well, it's like the TN one, right?
Parisian's also technically a form of common, depending where you're at.
Wow.
Yeah, you have no idea. You've never heard anything like it.
Oh, okay.
I'll ask. Judged by what metric exactly?
There is no response.
Do you want to go get judged?
Man, I just got judged earlier today.
Oh my god.
I mean, fuck it. Why not? Let's do it. Yaalkol together?
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't want to
Alright.
get judged.
Hey, then you stay right there, Chester.
All right, you approach, and we get into combat.
Yeah, that's what I figured was going to happen.
Um,
My party isn't usually intelligent.
no, I'm gonna reveal. Let me actually like.
The reason we could have been stopped.
You could have been reasonable. Someone just said stay away.
Yeah, I
And
was
you're
like,
like-
I ain't going nowhere near
Yeah,
that.
someone said stay away, and we're like, fuck that. We're getting closer.
Sorry, when you're very vague about judged, you know, people
Yeah,
are
I
clear
thought
about
it might
your
be like a
damage.
test or something. You know what I mean?
There are two religious people in this party. Judge is a very different meaning.
I mean, like,
I thought I might get like spiritually judged or
okay,
something.
I'm gonna tell you,
Very
the
good.
voice
People are
basically was
right.
threatening you. That's
Right,
very
that
easy to tell.
And I'm
Like, if you were trying to think of something else, the voice was threatening you. If you're trying to like say that, if I will have to find a map for this because this is
I'm
like,
good. We got 30 minutes. Was fucking not doing.
I would rather not have you fight this. You know, with 30 minutes. That's what I'm kind of saying. It's a very difficult fight that you're just basically like, let's fight it.
We
At
our
least.
passive sense motives kick in before we step forward. My passive
You like
plus 13.
it seemed when you got very close to these things, the voice came out.
Oh well.
Okay.
I guess
I just leave.
we can deal with this later.
Yeah,
Let me
we could
just check
pre-buff this one instead of fighting it. You know, listen, those statues will probably fight us. If there's statues, that's gonna be a bitch to fight. Like, we'll have to prepare the weapons. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, hey, actually, Revia, if you do not approach and you ask your questions, you might be able to get answers.
I did ask my question.
What was
before
your
we
question?
approached. Judged how exactly?
Okay, I thought you were approaching and saying that. Sorry.
No, I was. I stood there.
It's
I
getting
like,
late and I'm
stopped,
getting
it's like,
tired today. It's been a long
Yeah,
day.
I stopped. It's like,
Okay.
how are we being judged exactly? By like what metrics here?
By blade.
Are they constructs?
It might be.
I'm asking it like out loud.
You want to make a diplomacy check.
I could do that for you, Tantus.
Mm-hmm.
39.
All right. You give us some kind of argument to it, like just to give it information. No. These things have existed here as long as I have upon these shores. It is my place to guard them.
Who is
Why?
It was the task I was given long ago.
Who are you?
Lacorian Chris. You seem reasonable, Outlanders, so I will show myself to you. Show players.
Holy shit.
He's a construct.
No.
Yeah.
Knowledge planes.
Oh, is he Aeon?
Or inevitable.
Shit. Yeah, that's probably inevitable.
Inevitable. Oh god.
He
I
is in
can't
fact, Jacub, you recognize he's in fact an inevitable. An outsider that is a
Oh, God.
representation of all that is lawful.
No.
Those are
Yeah,
No.
we don't want to fight that.
That's why I didn't want you to fight him. He's a fucking
That's crazy.
inevitable.
Well, yeah, I asked my question and he just didn't respond. So,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's kind of what happened.
He doesn't really talk, honestly, because he just doesn't care.
Well-
He is a Calicrut inevitable.
Lacorian? Chris? I'll be honest. We won't fuck with your shit. We're just looking for a dude that's on this island.
No Outlanders have approached this place as of my knowledge. I have stood watch for the thousands of years here, and I shall stand watch thousands of years more.
I mean, do you leave this area here? Do you know the whole island?
You speak of knowledge of more than this place, and I would say no. It is my job to guard here and to remain.
Guess we'll leave that to you.
Yeah, I guess enjoy remaining.
Good luck on finding who you seek. There may be some living outlanders. I'd sensed some life. He'll give you basically directions to over here in this area.
Thank you for the assistance.
Yes.
Do you know anything about the undead in the waters?
What did you get on your diplomacy?
39. That beats most checks.
Yeah, I gotta check something. You might actually get some more from him, because that's a really good check.
Hostile is 25 plus.
He is
charisma
neutral
mod.
normally.
Oh, well then that like beats it by a whole lot.
Yes.
Neutral is I think a DC 10.
He's
it's a
indifferent
DC 15.
normally.
Yeah, it's a DC 15 plus charisma mod.
I'm sorry, he does start as unfriendly.
Okay, well it's DC 20 plus charisma.
Yeah. But you got a really high check here, so I'm just trying to...
I'm good at talking, usually.
Yeah. This kind of allows for it normally. I have to check what the frickin' his stats are. Sorry. Color on inevitable. What is your charisma bonus? Decent. Okay, so plus 15. Hey, guess what? You made him helpful by 1.
Hey, let's go.
Well,
I'd feel bad if we come back here to murder this thing. For whatever
I mean, I
reason.
don't really want to kill this guy. He seems chill.
Yeah, but he's probably protecting some cool shit.
I have been guarding this place for eons, and you seem like quite reasonable outlanders. And
Yeah, we're usually pretty reasonable people who talk.
yes. Your words are honeyed, but your meaning sounds that if you are strange bastions of freedom. Granted, the word is law with my people, but that does not mean there are laws that can be completed. I have stood guard and watched over these Dusk Watchers. These here. For eons. I am aware that those that once created them and summoned me here are long since dead. You've earned my trust enough for me to ask for your assistance in the matter. Perhaps we can strike some form of bargain.
Yeah, I guess do you want us to help you like fulfill your contract so you can go back to whatever plane of existence you come from?
Yes. My contract must be broken in a certain manner, one that I cannot do with the way that governs me. I cannot leave this place as I must guard. But I can easily get you some form of powerful favor in the future. If you would assist me.
How can we help? What would we get, I guess? But happy to help, with compensation, of course.
Things of money or wealth are very easy to proclaim. The question is, what would you need from me?
Is this like a favor?
Perhaps. I am reasonable and understand there must be a trade.
Maybe he could grant us something that would aid in the battle ahead.
Like an ally?
Well, I don't think he can make an ally.
I mean,
Yeah.
problem.
How powerful are you?
He is a CR 12.
I'm like,
Reasonably
can we get
powerful.
your aid in a fight?
That is something that perhaps could be arranged.
Like,
Once
we're-
my contract is here, my duty to this plane will be complete and I will return home. But I could arrange for you to have a way to summon me to your aid. Perhaps once.
Hey, everyone, does that sound good to you guys?
Sounds
That sounds very
It's
good.
great.
All right, what do we need to do to help you fulfill your
All
contract?
right. So to release Lacorian Chris from his bound duty, one needs only to anoint the six brows of the wooden heads with waters taken from the sacred springs.
Hey, we already found that.
Oh, we
I
found
got
that.
There you go.
I got the water right here.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the, yeah, true.
May I approach? I do have the water.
He will allow you to approach and not murder you because he normally does that to anybody that approaches. It's his job.
Good thing we're very good at talking.
I'll go up and.
Good thing you rolled a 39 because the DC to
One
get this was 38 with his
Well,
charisma
look.
bonus.
Hey, that's a pretty hard check, even at this level of Pathfinder.
Yes. Because you have to raise his attitude by 3. Normally, you're only allowed to roll it by 2, but in this one, since it mentions you can get him to friendly, I'm like, yeah, you can get him to friendly. You just have to actually do that.
I
So-
will anoint each head.
Cool. Yeah.
CR 12 inevitable to help us against Harrigan.
That's a way to get ahead in this game.
God, being lawful has worked. I don't like it. Feels dirty.
He will, as you kind of complete the thing, and he begins to kind of fade away, kind of almost disappearing, into, like, as, like, he's gonna, like, starts to, like, kind of, like, almost disappear into dust. He'd be like, I must apologize. There is one thing I did not mention. My presence here is the only thing that remains the magic of the Watchers, and the sacred spring itself. Without me, their magics will no longer hold, and it will fade away. I was the only thing maintaining it. But perhaps the ancient magics here of this island are no longer needed. Perhaps it is time for new magics to be forged. Good luck to you. We will meet again in the future. And as he
That was
disappears, the carved heads also kind of just crumble to ash and blow away in the ocean wings.
Did we ever ask what those ancient magics were?
You did not. And
Nope.
I can tell you,
I'm guessing
they had,
probably.
they had some
that, like,
divination powers or something. I don't think they actually
Honestly,
did
I
anything.
don't think Revia cares.
Yeah.
Okay, well, as long as like we didn't unleash the Kraken or some sort of Leviathan or something.
You know, he could have told us earlier, and we could have used the spring while we were here. But
Well,
I guess that's
spring magic might not work either anymore. I don't know.
well. It
Uh,
won't.
The spring
Which is
magic
why-
will last for another 24 hours and lose its function and just be a normal spring
Okay.
of water.
So we still have the bonus till the end of the day.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you guys do. I look at this guy, a little worried, like, God.
Also, he didn't tell us how to summon him back
No.
when we need him.
I think I'll just call out
He
his
will-
name and it'll
He
happen.
will arrive when he is needed.
He's like inevitable.
Again,
right?
he's Gandalf. Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm going to
Hey,
tell
sorry,
you,
it was there.
specifically, they do give me a way that he will show up again, and you will, it will arrive back on your island next time you stop there. You'll have a gift from your inevitable friend.
It's an inevitable gift.
Badass. That's cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, guys, I feel pretty good about that. Like,
That's
you know,
right.
you gotta occasionally do something, like,
Yeah.
by the books.
It feels. What kind of alignment was this thing?
It was lawful neutral.
Well, yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, okay, well, time to go, like, on a pirate spree after this, guys. I gotta balance it out. We
I mean-
also need money.
Let's go find our guy. We know where he is now.
All right.
And do some pirating.
Yeah.
So, turns out if you had gone the other direction, you have run into things. We'll finish up a little bit here because, honestly, you might just be able to handle this pretty quickly. At least part of this here. We might have to interrupt in the middle of this, but we can get it started. So you will head to the left and actually to one of the highest, around one of the areas, the highest points of the island. A swath of barren soil stretches atop a 40-foot-high cliff overlooking the Fever Sea to the west of the isle, sheltered from the sea winds by a lone massive boulder. Okay, no, this is not the rise. It's kind of over the rise. The boulder rises another 30 feet above the edge of the cliff, an almost pyramidal structure perched precariously at the edge. Half a dozen crude shelters, little more than lean-tos, huddle around the campfire of the Lee of Stone. All right. Yeah. So, the campfires are smoldering. As you approach, a group of people, about 9 of them, will pop out of the jungle around you, bearing crossbows.
Play?
Yeah, one of them, a woman, will be like, drop your weapons and gear, hand over your ship. Who's got a high sense motive?
Hi.
How much do you have?
20.
You don't have to roll this, because the DC would have been 15. These people are desperate, and they are not ready to fight.
Oh god, they're gonna rob us.
I don't even put my hands up.
They look dangerous, guys. We should give them all our stuff.
Jacob, shut up.
They literally know what they're doing.
Do
Ambush.
you really want to deal with this right now?
You guys should just put your weapons down. All right, we can give you food and water. All right.
We don't come to hurt you.
If anybody wants to make a diplomacy check with these nice people.
Yeah, I can do that. I rolled a 3, but 26 is pretty good.
26 is pretty good.
So that might not be good enough.
Let me check.
We might have bonuses though because we're really we're just so nonchalant about their threats.
Yeah.
I could
Well,
try to
they're
resist
no
you.
longer hostile, which they were. They're now just unfriendly.
Do you guys want some water?
I have some
We have
very
plenty
good
of that.
Oh, do you need food?
We have enough.
Okay.
We could
Well-
manage probably to get you off the island if you will talk.
What's the name of the guy we're looking for?
Sorry. I
have it in my
name. Yeah.
I think Revia is asking out loud.
Scraggs Rotgram.
Scrags,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Scrags, Rotgram. We're looking for him.
So you're assassins sent by Harrigan, are you?
No, we kind of just want to kill Harrigan, honestly.
God, why
He's
is
an
everyone think
asshole.
we're... Fuck Harrigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to kill
Just
it.
too mutinied
We
against
want
him.
help getting rid of Harrigan.
Yeah.
No, the kill part was right.
I'll
The
let
dude
you make
died.
another diplomacy check with that.
Yeah. Anyone want to assist me?
I will
Give me-
assist. I
I
automatically
roll
give
to
an
assist,
assist.
technically
I'm
speaking.
not a diplomacy guy.
Yeah.
Well, I can
Harrigan?
assist that.
Not that guy, pal.
Well, I give you a +2 because I have a 10.
I'm much more intimidating than.
Oh, Jacob gives me a +2.
Big same.
Okay. I got this. I rolled a 2. That's
Yeah, I just
hilarious.
quit
You
on
got
my
the same
diplomacy.
as Jake?
Hey, I'm just unlucky.
Oh,
we
you also-
know this.
Was that with,
Hey, that's
was
with
that
the
with the +4? Okay. Yeah.
This-
Although,
plus
if they
4?
know who I am, if they know who I am, I get a +1.
Honestly, you still will make the check, so you've at least brought them to. I'll say you brought them to enough. As you kind of like is shaking a little bit, and you can tell that like there's just like she just seems a little like off and a little nervous about this entire like meeting with you. She's just then kind of like realizing like you. So you're not assassins sent to kill us.
No.
Thank all things right. She'll actually start breaking down into tears and kind of like falling over and be like, please Please help us off this rock, this cursed rock.
Yeah.
Pull out a scarf out of my sleeve and just like dry your tears. Let's
We've
talk.
been here for weeks, trying to survive. Most of us were killed off by those creatures.
We just need Scragg's rot grip.
I'm sorry. He's dead. Captain
Do you have
Scraggs,
any?
he gave his life, allowing us to get ashore. Gave his life to those things.
You got any bones of him?
Look, if you want to know anything about any information he knew, I knew Scraggs, he had a chest on the Devilish Duchess. Those things, they drug the wreck of the ship away. Once it was, they managed to somehow take it away. Those creatures. Took it to a cove on the other side of the small jaw.
Okay.
She will point out on your map.
Right
Sorry,
here.
yeah, like right over in this area here. Yeah, is a cove of some
All right.
kind.
We'll get you out of here, and then we're gonna have to get that chest.
Thank you.
Oh, let's go walking. Ship's down by the beach.
Yes. She can certainly inform you that they were unfortunate to discover that as difficult it is to navigate the jaws, it turns out that yeah, the check is difficult, but not impossible. Certainly, you were rolling a lot, pretty low, right? But like an expert sailor, one of like your caliber, or even a little less, could probably navigate these jaws. Turns out horrible undead are really what makes this place really hard to travel through. Turns out when people even slow down a little bit, hit a couple of things that are enough maybe not to stop your ship, you get boarded by horrible undead, which murder all of you.
Oh, well, we were just
That's
too
terrible.
quick. I was too quick so many times.
Yes, if you would hit any rocks, even if it hadn't sunk your ship, they attack you. Because they use that opportunity that you slowed down to board you.
Yeah.
Is it what they're telling us what happened to them, basically?
Yes. The ship was overrun. They were outnumbered, outclassed. Scraggs tried to beach the Duchess on the western shore. Him and several of the other officers held the deck long enough for basically remaining crew to make a dash to the jungle. Scraggs wasn't lucky. Yeah. And it seems like his first mate here, whose name I can give you. Well, I can actually show you her. I have a picture of this nice lady, who you met as we finish up here. There you go. Elise Grogblood. There she is.
We might be able to even convince them to join our crew.
And she has these nice
Look,
pirate castaways with her. Looking a
They
bit
might
rough.
be willing to join, especially to kill Harrigan.
Yeah.
I will tell you, if you go and clear out this nest of these people, you will discover there are a bunch of partially destroyed ships in there that they've been collecting that maybe could be recovered and repaired. But that'll be for next time to figure that out.
Like sailing ships?
I will reveal the rest of this very large map, which
Okay.
has an area that's on here specifically with boats and stuff.
Cool.
I could wait. I can reveal something here. I can reveal kind of like the edge of this entire way in. Look at that.
Where are we at right now for this picture?
For this picture, wait, is your thing not?
No, it hasn't changed.
That's still there, right? I forget. This color is so dark up here; it's hard to see. You'd be entering from down
the
here.
very bottom.
Yeah, the
Okay.
bottom. You'd be entering from down here. This big thing is actually a giant map. It's
Is
just
this for the cove?
yes, this is for the cove. Specifically,
Okay,
they put the little map of the area in the corner next to the cove. That's why I've been using both of these very easily together. Yeah. But yeah. She's willing to cooperate. But you'll head down to the area I don't feel like doing one of the things they tell me to do, which because they've got a couple extra attacks these things could have. I'm not gonna have it. You got the castaways. I don't really.
Okay, I was gonna say because I was gonna recommend if they don't know about it, maybe they should go dip their weapons before we go to the beach.
Oh, you've already dipped 3. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Well, tip 2. I haven't touched it.
Yeah. Someone else could.
Man, I could have dipped my scarf.
You did fight the ones on the beach. So yeah, if the PCs manage to avoid all encounters with the undead, you should have them attack you as you return to the ship with the castaways. Well, you already did that, and you already avoided a couple other attacks. Let me put this way: if you had brought your ship in here, I would have had to figure out what would happen because these things attack your ship while you're away because they're dicks.
We have a lot of Marines.
You do have some powerful NPCs, which might have been able to fend them off, too, which is good.
Yeah.
That's good that you have those people. Because if not, if you don't have any powerful NPCs, your entire ship can just be dead or turned into ghouls while you're away.
Yeah, but you're playing the game wrong if you don't have powerful NPCs on your ship.
I mean, the different levels of power, too. But the last thing I will give you is there is one thing that... your new person here, Elise, will recognize when you head down to the beach. She will be able to identify one of the laciderms that was up on the shore. It is, of course, Scraggs Rotgim himself, killed and raised as one.
Oh, we can identify that.
He can identify that. She would request he has a burial at sea. Now that you've put him down.
Damn. I want to speak with Deadwood once.
So disrespectful.
Yeah.
But we'll leave it off there.
Speak with it.
I've got to admit, I didn't want you to fight a CR12 thing that's actually pretty murdery.
I mean, we probably would have been fine.
Maybe.
I guess Arcanist didn't want to run it.
I just didn't really feel like...
We had 30 minutes left.
Yeah, we had 30 minutes left.
No, it's fair. It's fair because, like,
I'm going to admit,
we were kind of missing
out of
each other.
everybody,
What was happening?
I didn't have his sheet prepared at all because, strangely enough, there are a lot of other things from the bestiary that show up in the compendium here, including the one he's in. Inevitables aren't in here for whatever reason in the Roll21. I had to enter that guy manually. I didn't get to that. I forgot to. I noticed that when we were starting to, but I was like, I could have figured something out and just rolled some dice. But
it's better that we got to talk with him anyway. So
yeah, I mean, he only had like an AC of 26 and regeneration and DR chaotic, and he had a bastard sword, which his first attack was at plus 20, and
I would be in trouble, I think, because I get my chaos.
3 times per day hold monster, a quicken suggestion, mark of justice. He has at will invisibility, enervation, vampiric touch. Yeah.
You
want some enervation?
Inevitables aren't good.
And some spell resistance he would have had, and he has a constructive defensive ability, which means, like, he's immune to a whole bunch of things because he's both an outsider and a construct.
But to be fair, I did try to talk to him, you know what I mean? So
you did, but, like, I just wasn't understanding the way you were talking about it, which is
Yeah, we missed each other. I was like, I assumed, when he said something, we all stopped.
The thing is, like, I should have given you the diplomacy chance because I didn't. I kept reading through it because it's kind of hard to understand it because he does yell at you. And it gives you 1 round to back away, is the thing is what it is. If you stay out of 30 feet, then you can kind of diplomacy with him. So it's kind of like hard to kind of tell that. It's just weird. I'd understand the wording. Anyway, mistakes happen, but that wasn't too bad. We got through it. And it was nice. And, you'll have a nice thing with him. I would figure out because I don't really like the gift they tell you to give him, that they give you to you. It's kind of neat, but also, like, I think there's a cooler one we can do. I will tell you, the current gift that he gives is a box with inside of it is a scroll of summon monster 8, caster level 20th level, that summons him particularly for aid. Normally is what they give.
That's okay.
Well, that kind of makes sense.
It kind of makes sense, but it's also kind of weird.
Like, yeah, just like say he comes. Like what?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, that's kind of weird for a gift. That's a little unusual.
Here, you can summon me with this scroll.
Yeah, once,
I guess usually you can't summon him with Summon Monster 8. Maybe?
you can. I think you can summon his same type of creature, but not him specifically, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I don't know.
That's
weird.
Shout
That's funny,
outs. Erik.
Nothing from me. Thanks for the game as always. Love y'all.
Yeah.
And, come here next week.
Henry.
Not much for me, but thanks for joining us. Watch Sentence.
Okay. Who's next? Momo.
You can catch me here for discussing tabletops. Saturdays.
Cool. Sal.
Yeah, we'll watch whatever Cantus does on the days he does it. And come here for our chaos.
Yes, we do have a lot of chaos. Honestly. We do. And then Joseph.
Happy New Year!
Yes. That too. Myself, 10th average Dracovin. You can find me here. Most days. Definitely. Schedule. Hey. We'll do some more, a little bit more of the Chrysler building in Parasite Eve, and then some more, Act 5 of Wrath of Righteous, because I'm trying to finish that game. If you missed it earlier, I looked up a guide and did Nino's stupid dungeon this morning.
Oh, dude. That's why I'm telling you to not do that dungeon.
I just picked up a guide and it made it, like, doable.
Yeah, even the guide is still hard to do.
Honestly, there was a part where, like, they said go a direction, sort of, but they didn't say explore that direction, so they're just like, turn around and go back the other way. I'm like, okay. I guess I'm just supposed to trigger this one thing. And so I was, like, missing one of the blue crystals, and I'm like, oh, okay, I was actually supposed to go there.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it could have been so much worse if I didn't know where I was going and how to solve those stupid puzzles. Because half of them were solvable. The other half, I didn't understand them. I'm sure I could have if I figured it out eventually, but it would have taken a few steps for me to interpret. I'm okay with just, not taking the extra steps. I'm okay. I got it done. Hey, Nino quest is done. The only companion I haven't finished the quest for is the serial killer. Because I don't know if I wanna. Also, I finished up, like, most of Act 5 except going to Iz, or whatever that city is where the queen is. Because I just have to wait till, like, I guess I get to maximum stats. It's only been 3 months in game. I took a look at the schedule. And when I looked up, there's a timer at around a year. I think I'm ahead of schedule for finishing up everything in this game, unlike the last one. I'm actually a lot happier in comparison, because the time frame doesn't suck as much. I'm going to say that. Anyway, so I'll be doing that. Discussing Tabletop Saturday. This game again next week. And then next week's schedule, I'll let people know, and we'll see how far we've gotten and everything and what we've got left to do. All that kind of stuff. So, again, thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the show. Check out all, stuff. I should be, now that I've set up some stuff that I'm going to be able to upload some things to YouTube again. Great. I just was having some space issues on my drive where I edit videos. So I had to move some things around so that I could edit more videos and stuff and actually be able to upload those to YouTube. So expect those to get back to a normal schedule, catch back up. Not too far behind, fortunately. This show's season has to upload, but I'll start getting those up and running. Alternate those with some discussing tabletops. We should be uploaded and caught up by next week. If you don't, check it out here if you're missing it. And that's it. Check out Discord, Twitter, all those things for information, etc. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you for joining. All the links are down below. And check out all these people when you have a chance. And bye for now. Farewell! I can't think of anything else. Bye.